Your show will go live in 5 seconds. Four, three, two, one. Blog Talk Radio.
Tune in and listen. Queens on a mission, dripping the mic on Sunday nights, presenting you with 2020 visions. So join us this day and every Sunday night with the Mirror of the Songstress on Blog Talk Radio, a for sure way to start your week off right. 2020 visions on Drip the Mic.
It's Amira the Songstress. No regret. You're tapped into 2020 Vision on Drip the Mic Network. All is well. Stay focused. Hey, you guys. Yes, we made it back in here another Sunday. How y'all feeling? I hope all is well. Yes, there she is. Okay, all right. How y'all doing? Welcome to 2020 Vision. Yes, it's time to turn up. It's time to get lit. We about to do this thing. We gonna do it fashionable style, y'all. We gonna do it glam style, honey. I'm not alone. I'm so excited about my guest today. I have none other than Cosmo and Donato. Say hello to my beautiful guests. Yes. Did they see him? How come I didn't see him? There we go.
There we are.
I'm not live. I'm not anything. Okay. I'm not Instagram live. I'm just all a wreck, you guys. So, okay, before I get started, you guys know how I like to do it. I like to give a few shout outs. And let me just get myself together here. All right. First, we want to start out with my son, Tyshawn. He made his next rank, which is his next pay grade. He is an E5 right now, which means that he's an LS2, meaning he's a petty officer, second class, and he is a logistics specialist. He would be called second class petty officer, LS2. Shout out to you, Tyshawn. Yes. Congratulations. Okay. Next, we have, a couple of weeks ago, we showed you guys the Ice Cube video where he was talking about, voting and the black vote and what it takes to get our black vote. Not only did he speak on that, but he also is pioneering what is called the Black Contract with America, or the Contract with Black America is what it's called. So let's see that. Could you show that link for everyone, anyone that wants to sign up to that? I had a lot of information for you guys about it, but let me just show you guys the link. It has a lot of things in it that speaks to us. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to play it off. Let me just get to it because it didn't come through my notes, but we're going to speak to it anyway. Actor, rapper Ice Cube, O'Shea Jackson, has released a Twitter video manifesto, but what's in it for us? The video and its attached 3-age contract with Black America asks for specifics, commitments in such areas as bank lending, prison reform, and mandatory licensing of black content for the airwaves. Politicians are being asked to sign this pledge in return for black voting support. The manifesto seeks to redress past wrongs systematically imposed on black Americans economically throughout many generations that has resulted in a wealth gap where the average white family has 10 times the wealth of a black family. So you can read that article on Deadline. You can just Google that and just put in Ice Cube ties upcoming political votes to endorsement of a contract with Black America. So the link that we just showed you all, you can go on there, and I think it's about 6 pages you can read and figure out, if anything speaks to you. And if you're with it, sign it. I signed it. So, and if you know me, I probably sent it to you on a text message. I'm just saying. moving right along. What do we have next? You know, mothers, the power of prayer and the power of a mother. Imagine I'm sure there's a lot of us out here who has actually gone through this, but imagine having faith so strong that your prayers can actually bring your baby back to life. Show that for me, please.
Felicidade que minha filha venha ser um canal de bênção, meu pai. Que minha filha venha ser cheia de luz, Deus. Oh, meu pai, faz a diferença, Senhor. Faz a diferença, Deus. Em nome de Jesus, meu pai, toma minha filha. Toma minha filha, Deus, em tuas mãos.
Yeah. Wow, wow, and wow.
Wow.
She prayed that baby back to life.
That's crazy. That's just unbelievable, like breathtaking.
Yeah.
I'm just in awe over here
Yeah,
watching that.
man, that's faith at its highest level.
Wow.
And the love of a mother. Imagine the doctor saying, you know, the baby was born dead, the baby's not alive. And she prayed that baby back to life.
Spirit to spirit.
Yes. Ooh. Yes. Strong. Strong. Yeah, so homage to the children. As a matter of fact, let's look at children. We have these TikTok videos that I absolutely love so much. There's another little baby that just, snatched my heart out of my chest when I seen this. Show that for me, Tony.
What the? Hey, bro, don't you ever put your hands on my mama ever again. Let me find out you do it again. I'm going to shove my bottle down your throat. Do it again.
Yes!
Let him have it.
Sometimes we got to pray for the babies, and sometimes the babies come for us. The babies take up for us. Hit my mama again. Put your hands on my mama.
From the hands of babes.
That's right. Yeah. Smack the holy mess out of you. And then, as we continue to celebrate the babies, let's look at this baby. This baby is just having a good time. I love this one. Why she have her eyes covered though? What was that?
She was about to get it.
She was in it.
She was about to get it, girl.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, I don't want to leave us without some history, and you guys know how I love Black history, and just some information. We all need information as we go through this healing and this uprising that this world is going through. We all need to stay informed and stay educated on some of the past discretions and some of the things that we can do in this day and time to fix some of those wrongs. So show that next video for me, please.
Since you ignore my other videos, I guess I don't have enough people for you to get clout off of, but because I'm into dialogue, let's go ahead and talk about this. There's a law, the Voting Rights Act reauthorization. Every 25 years, Congress has to vote to renew the Voting Rights Act. So basically, every 25 years, they have to vote to allow Black people the right to fair voting. That being said, they are consciously requesting to renew a law from a law that was on the books to circumvent a law that was originally unfair to Black people. A law created by a system. So if everything was fair and there was no systemic racism, why create a law that you have to vote on to renew? Because systemic racism exists.
So busted.
Mm-hmm. Busted and disgusting.
Yes.
I hope we all get out here and let our voice be heard, and I hope we really dig into what things are on the line for us all. We in order to continue to thrive, at least in our country, we have to stick together, whether we like it or not. We all in this together, whether we like it or not. We family. It is what it is. We're family. And there's some badass kids in our family, but they need their little ass whooped. Mm-hmm. They need a timeout. Put them back in place, and then we can start again. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
So one last video, and it's a little food for thought. This is, being in America and being born and raised in America, there's a lot of things that we missed out on as Black people in regards to our roots in Africa. So it's a lot of things that we don't know, but there's a lot of things that we've been told. And as well as our brothers and sisters coming over here to this country from Africa, there's a lot of things that they've been told about us, about Black Americans. And sometimes there's confusion and even division, which is done on purpose. But when you start talking about sticking together, I think that's when we're on the right road of recovery. And not just for us as a Black nation, but for us, period. Okay? All right. So let's hear this last video. It's just some food for thought, just a little more knowledge.
That is because that's what your mom was told. Just like us Africans on this side were told that you guys were lazy, useless, didn't want to do anything for yourselves, waiting for government handout, all that, right? Divide and conquer. That's why I want us to transcend this. That's why I am looking for African sisters, African American sisters, to come into circle with me so I can share with you some stuff that will blow your mind about who we really are. There is a whole different narrative about Africans by Africans that isn't in the history books, because the history books were written by white people. You need to come and find out who you are. I'm here like stunned because even I thought I knew stuff. And this Mkulu showed me how little I really know.
Message. Okay. You know, I love to leave you guys with a little food for thought, but let's get into this commentary so we can get this show on the road. See, I got my purse in the frame today, just so y'all can see. And yes. Oh my God, my bestie, she got this for me, so I had to bring it, put it in the frame.
Gorgeous. I want to borrow that.
Yeah, do you want to borrow? Okay, yes. Okay. Also, I got another piece in the frame
there
too.
You go.
I don't know if that looks familiar.
That looks
familiar. That does look familiar.
That was in my boutique last
yes,
week.
It was.
Yes.
One of our custom pieces too.
Custom, yes, honey, custom for the
especially with the Amira.
Yes. Well, let me get into this commentary, and I call this one "Image is Everything." Did you image your life? Did you imagine what you would do with your life when you were a little child? Did you image or imagine who you would become? Did you always know who you were? I ask these questions because I hope this stimulates your brain into an understanding about imagery. At some point early in their lives, my guests today understood how important image is. It's not just a physical thing, it's a spiritual thing first. After all, wasn't we made in God's image? That means God imaged us. My special guest today realized that if we're imaged like God, then we certainly should look good doing it. I imagine Cosmo and Donato dreamed about beautifying the people. I imagine when asked the question, what is your self-image? The answer simply was beauty. And that's what my contribution to this world will be. Let's give them what I have inside of me, said Cosmo and Donato. I want you guys to help me welcome the pioneers of this fashion industry, the gurus on Melrose, baby, Cosmo and Donato. Welcome to 2020 Vision. Yes.
So nice to be here.
I'm so excited to have you guys. We're going to get into your story. We're going to dig into the tea. And I like to take the audience, and by the way, they're on Facebook watching. They're on YouTube watching. They're on Periscope watching. They're listening through Blog Talk Radio. This podcast will be on Apple Music, iTunes, and Amazon. We just acquired Amazon. Yeah, shout out.
Congratulations.
So, and then we have our Instagram Live people watching. Hey. They like to watch from this point of view. They don't like to come watch the show. They want to see like the behind the scenes.
Right?
Yeah, so they're tuned
in.
That's
my thin part. Hi, y'all.
So we're going to take them from the beginning to the middle to the end, if you will. I would like to ask you, starting with you, Cosmo. First of all, where are you from? Are you originally from California?
I'm from Harlem.
Hey!
Yeah, 116 and Pleasant Avenue.
Yes. Harlem, baby.
Yes, yes. And my father was basically like kind of a mob guy in Harlem.
Okay.
And I remember they filmed The Godfather.
Okay.
And my grandmother's apartment.
What?
And my older brother, they asked him to be under the Johnny Pump. You know that scene? Did you ever see The Godfather?
I've seen it.
When Sonny kicks the guy's ass underneath the Johnny Pump. Yeah.
Remember that?
Remember that? Okay. we have to rewatch that. Yeah.
Okay. I should have. If I would have known that, I would have had the clip. Anyway, go ahead.
Let's reenact it. Real quickly.
Yes.
Yeah. So they used my grandmother's apartment for filming,
Okay.
and they asked my older brother if he could be under the Johnny Pump during the fight.
Okay.
And I remember it was 3 weeks of filming underneath the Johnny Pump. And after that, he got pneumonia.
Oh.
Yeah. And so we thought, okay, now he's waiting for his check, you know, because my brother's like, I think he's like 15 at this time,
Okay.
And he's waiting for his check, and then it comes, and it's like, I think he got $75, you know? And he was so happy.
Oh, he was happy.
And my mother's like, $75?
To get
that was
pneumonia?
that was the hospital bill, you know? But yeah, so Harlem was a really good place for me. The
Yes.
Apollo Theater,
Yes.
and, you know, the pizza,
Yes.
and the fashion.
Yes, I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Well, fashion in New York, fashion is everything.
Yes, that's how I learned. Like my mother's sisters worked in the city, and they were all AKA models, you know. And you know, it was my Aunt Jojo who wore the salt and pepper wigs and the round glasses, kind of like '60s. Like she was Twiggy.
Okay.
You know, and the mini Jackie O dresses, you know. And actually, she's the one who taught me how to like do hair and makeup, you know. And from there, it just excelled, you know, that I went to like Midtown. And there was a few stores there called Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Okay.
That was in the 70s. And that was the platform shoes and the high-waisted pants. And
because that was a movie before, or did they make the movie after the store?
There's a movie called Jumpin' Jack Flash. But there was a store on 51st Street. And I remember as a little queen, I would just go up to that store and look in the window and just stare there. And I couldn't believe like the platform shoes and the glam rock and, you know, the David Bowie of it all.
Yes.
You know, and the Gladys Knight of it all.
Yes.
Girl. So that definitely held my interest as a little kid growing up in
How
this
old
really,
were you when you were like
really
peeping?
bad neighborhood? Yeah.
When you were peeking through that window, how old were you?
I was probably like, I remember when my aunt started, you know, she would come home and from the club, and it was called the Ginza. It was like the first disco. And she would come in and she would play, you know, Sly and the Family Stone. I want to thank you. And she would teach me how to dance.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And so this was like 5 or 6 and 7.
Wow.
Yeah, so it started that early.
It was in your bones.
It's in my soul.
Yeah.
So it was a great place, great time to grow up. That's what started.
Yeah.
There might have been a Barbie doll or two in that story too.
Oh,
if
yeah.
I remember correctly.
Well, my father was in the mob, you know, and I have a twin brother, you know, and he hit the ball and he caught the ball, and I would go out there and try to hit the ball, and it was like, oh, Daddy, I'm gonna break my nail, you know what I mean? And he's like, what am I gonna do with this kid in Harlem, you know? So he tried to toughen me up a little bit. But I remember I always wanted a Barbie doll, you know, for Christmas, you know, because I used to love to style and do the hair and, you know, and my grandmother's like, get him that Barbie doll, you know, because this is what he's going to do.
It is what it is,
and you got to embrace it. So he would come home from work or whatever, and my grandmother would buy me these Barbie dolls, but I would have to hide the Barbie doll, you know what I mean? Then he would leave and take it right out, you know what I mean? And hide the Barbie. So Barbie taught me a lot, you know what I mean? Yeah. And not only to, you know, stay in my fantasy because there was so much going on, and there was a lot of rejection for like a little gay kid. So it's like I was just in my fantasy world with my Barbie dolls and my hairstyling, and before you know it, it just triggered me into becoming a hairdresser in New York City.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were a hairdresser first.
I was a hairdresser first.
Okay. Yeah. Now, did you ever like take the clothes off the Barbie and remake the clothes, restitch the clothes,
honey, my Barbies was so fierce, girl. Okay, my Barbies look like you. Okay, girl.
Hey.
My Barbies got free drinks all night. Okay, so yeah, the hair, like one had an afro, the other one had this, the other one had that. No, my Barbies were on fleek.
Okay,
yes, I was very proud. proud of my Barbies. Yes.
And what about you, Donato? Where do you hail from?
Okay, so I'm from an area like Brighton, Broomfield, Boulder, this kind of area in Colorado.
Okay.
I was raised on a 64-acre farm.
Hey.
So I'm a farm boy, really, at heart. You know? And we would actually like grow the vegetables for the local grocery stores.
Okay.
You know, so I learned all of that stuff very young, but I also did it very fashionably. You know, because I remember my first introduction into the fashion world was a brand called Gur Animals.
Gur Animals.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, I was 5.
So not was it? Garanimals.
Garanimals, yes.
Garanimals. So I was like 5 years old, and like we were going, like it was my first day of school. And my mother took us shopping, and we found this brand, and like, if you found the hippopotamus on the shirt, you have to find a hippopotamus for the bottoms, and then you had this little matching set, right? Like so, like I would not go anywhere without Gur Animals on, you know. Like I just remember, like, you know, it's first day of school, and I'm walking with my mom, and I'm so excited, and I've got the Gur Animal outfit on, and I just can't wait to go show everybody this outfit, you know, like because it's like the coolest thing in the world. So, like it was interesting having that eye for fashion and that eye for, like you said, beautiful things.
Yes,
you know, and then working on a farm because you can find it anywhere.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
So yeah, that's where I hail from, and I'm appreciative of that life because it really gave me a work ethic that you know you see to this day. Like he talks about. Like just a really strong work ethic, you know, and in the fashion industry, it's something you definitely need.
Have to have.
So,
and then I mean, you learned about leather on the.
You learned about leather. You learned about all sorts of things. We actually had pigs, goats,
skin,
chickens, feathers, feather headdresses. Like, you know, we had it all. So yeah, exactly.
First of all, can we all just take a pause for these pieces that Donato is wearing? Look at this necklace. Can we? Man, can we see that? Oh my gosh! And that ring too. Show the ring to match it.
Oh yeah, a little bit of McQueen on the side. There we go.
He's skull obsessed.
Yeah, I do have a little bit of skull
obsessed
obsession,
with skulls.
actually.
Now, what does skull mean for you? Because I've heard many things. Like I've heard it actually can mean life.
Yeah.
And then some people say it means death. So what does skull mean?
This
for
is
you?
a very interesting story, and that you're asking me because I just actually figured it out.
Okay.
Probably about a year ago. I was telling this story. My mother remarried when I was very young, and I didn't really know my real father. You know, so I found out around 7 years old that I had a real father. Okay, you know,
so did you always know that before 7 that he wasn't your father? Or?
Well, I'd never seen him because we'd never been around him at all.
Okay, so you thought your stepdad was your original. Okay,
yeah, and my stepdad is my father.
Sweetheart,
you know what I mean? So like an amazing man. But so when I found out that I had a dad, I was like really curious about this, but the divorce in the 70s was not the divorce of today.
Right,
like you didn't co-parent.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it was the biggest battle on the planet. You know,
it wasn't fashionable to divorce in the 70s.
Yeah, no, it was a big fight. You know, the casino.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So, but basically at 13, I got to go spend a summer with him. And when I got there to see him and like in his surroundings, it was in California, and he had a skull tattoo on his arm.
Oh wow!
And it had a marine hat and a skull tattoo. And I was telling this story to somebody about meeting my father, and I'm like, oh my God, that's where the skulls came from.
Wow.
That's why I love and have an affinity for skulls, you know, because it represented the relationship that I really wanted with him. Are we going too deep here?
Oh, no, I want it all. I want it all. Be comfortable.
Yeah, no, it's
we going to drink in a minute.
Perfect.
I want y'all at home. Okay, go ahead.
No, so that's basically where it came from. And I've always had this sort of skull energy about me. And like, you know, one of the things that I loved about skulls, it's this very dark energy. And I've always had this love for light and dark.
Yes,
you know,
you can't have one without the other.
For day and night, you know. And so I love when you take something that's really scary or dark to somebody and then you beautify it, like you crystallize it. Or, you know, like I was walking by this huge box in DTLA with all these gas masks in there.
Okay.
There was like 100 gas masks in there, and they were like, you know, $5 a gas mask. And I'm like, I was with my mom too. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna give these. My mom's like, are you okay? Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know, I'm buying all these gas masks. Yes. And I was actually just, I think, working with you in the store. On Glam Squad there. Yeah.
Actually, he was a vendor. You know, he was my friend.
One of the designers.
Yeah.
And he was my sponsor, second,
Okay.
in AA. A long story,
Okay,
honey.
okay.
Five rehabs ago, child.
Oh, okay. So
Okay,
we might
girl.
not be able
Are
to
you
drink.
ready, honey? What'd you say? We're 2 hours? Can we go 3.5? With a lap dance, please. So, yeah. So when I met Zanata, we became really close.
Okay.
And then I was like, "You're very talented. You should design some stuff for my store." You know, because
Okay.
I seen what he was doing with these S&M masks.
Mm-hmm,
You know, and he would like jewel them up, and they'd be like so like pieces of art.
Yes.
They looked like empty like canvases. So I just
Okay.
started painting them, adding metal things, building horns, like pink horns.
Yes.
And like we took
And
them
before
to
you
your
know
store.
it, it's in Gaga's video, and
What?
you know there'll be Burning Man every year. You heard about Burning
No,
Man?
no.
Oh, Burning Man is a festival in the desert. It's like a Disneyland for adults.
Okay.
And we
magnificent.
actually all have to go. Right?
Okay. And in like Vegas desert?
It's
Nevada.
it's
Nevada,
in
okay,
Nevada.
okay.
Yeah, and it's 2 weeks.
Okay.
And at the end of it, they burn this man. So it's like burn the corporate world.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
The man. Yeah. The man.
the wooden man.
Oh, the windmill. Okay.
The wooden man. But a guy did run in the fire.
Yeah,
When?
last year.
Last
actually.
year.
And what
No,
happened?
2 years ago.
He died.
He died.
Like, why do you,
He must have
He
been
was
Sacrifice?
He got too
on something
excited.
good.
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Whatever. He
I
wanted-
went to what is it? What was the festival I went to? Electric Forest. I
Oh,
went
yeah.
Is that any?
It's the
It
biggest
has hues
festival.
of that. Like
Okay.
there's Electric Forest there.
Okay.
There's like Disco Fever.
Okay.
There's spaceships. It's just like
There's art installations, and no money exchanges hands at this festival.
yeah. It's
No
just
money is
training.
allowed to exchange hands.
Like a feather for a rock, or your
Yes,
your headpiece.
yeah, gifts,
for-
yeah.
or
Yeah.
a joint for
Yes.
a tab of acid. You know.
Yeah.
We go on.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that too.
A massage for- yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
well,
a
that's
lap-
that too. I mean, we can't leave that out.
But it
Joint
really
for
is.
acid.
It is a fashion event. You
Okay.
know, people will come down from Silicon Valley and from all over the world basically to attend this festival.
Okay.
And there's like everybody has to have the sickest outfit on the playa, really.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
right.
and actually Cosmo,
Kind of like the way we dressed you when you came to the
Yes,
store.
yes.
That's like what a girl will do. Like, you
So
know.
the feathers.
Right, the feathers, you know, and that's just for the morning.
And-
that's because at nighttime it's freezing. So
Okay.
everybody, we make these fur coats, right?
Yes,
And they're
I've-
fat.
I've seen your fur
Those glamour
coats.
fur coats. So everybody needs like outfit changes throughout the day.
Okay.
And in the daytime, it's more like a lot of nudity, of course,
Mm-hmm,
you know, and like, you know, goddess and crowns.
Yes.
And then the boys, of course, got to get involved. So that's where his masks come in. you
and
know?
diamond cod pieces.
And diamond.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah.
I've seen those on
Yeah.
your page. Those
Yeah.
are beautiful.
Yeah, you
It's
need
fun,
cock
right?
coverage.
Yeah,
these days.
yeah, those are beautiful. You
Yeah,
never
yeah.
know what's coming
we
your
also
way.
we also have camel toe coverage now.
Yes,
too.
we do.
Yeah,
Do
we
you
have
now?
that, yeah.
Well, all right. Decorate your camel toe, why don't you?
Yes.
So, when did you guys make the move? I know I want to take you back to you came from New York, South Carolina,
Colorado.
Colorado.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When did you make the move to Los Angeles? When did you make the move to California?
I was a hairdresser.
Okay.
You know, but to be honest with you, I was partying way too much to go to beauty school.
Okay.
Because I lived in the Valley and my father was making really good money. So we actually lived next to Michael Jackson. So when I moved out here, I thought it was like everything,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
So, Havenhurst is where his family lives.
Okay.
But this is before Thriller.
Okay.
I'm 17 years old.
Well, I mean,
And I come out here.
I mean,
girl.
we're vampires
Yeah,
around here.
That was 6 years ago, by the way. Yes, girl. So anyway, long story short, we live in the Valley in Encino. We have this beautiful place. My father, sent for us one by one.
Okay.
And then every day I would see a Rolls Royce coming in my driveway, parking next to my father's car.
Okay.
And I'm like, who's in this Rolls Royce?
yeah.
Like, I want to know who's in this Rolls Royce. Well, that was when Joe Jackson
Yeah.
was fighting with Michael.
Okay.
And whatever happened. But Michael actually got a condo right next to ours.
Okay.
And then Janet lived around the corner. And I was like, oh my God, I'm found. Like, this is it. LA's for me. Until I lived here for a year and I'm like, it's a little too Brady Bunch for me.
What do you mean?
I had to go back to New York.
Okay.
Because in those days, New York was New York.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
Studio 54.
Yes.
It was all that.
Yes.
And then out here, there was a scene, but nothing compared to New York. you
Okay.
know?
Okay.
So anyway, what was the question?
When did you make the move? But you're already in California.
Yes.
So you made the move at 17?
I made the move at 17 years
Okay.
old.
Okay.
Yes.
And you wanted to be, so your whole family came.
My whole family came.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
one by one. So we're living in Encino. So my father's like, you're going to be this hairdresser. You know, I'm going to hook you up with this place. It was called Zach Taylor. And they did Elizabeth Taylor's hair. And this is where you're going to work.
So by this time, your father was over the whole trying to toughen you up. He had accepted that you were fabulous with fashion, hair.
Somewhat. Yeah.
Okay.
But he you know.
He started seeing money, though. He's like, well,
he was
this
like,
kid can
my
make
kid's
some
got
money.
This kid's got golden hands.
Yes.
But what happened was I was partying a lot. You know what I mean? Because that was Rick James.
Yeah.
There was Carlos and Charlie's. There was Tony Danza.
Okay.
There was the kids from Fame.
Yeah. Ooh, Fame. That used to be my favorite show. I was a little
Anthony
girl.
Ray.
That was a good show.
I don't remember the names except Leroy and what's her Irene Cara, and then the dance instructor Debbie Allen.
Debbie Allen.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was a little girl, but it was my favorite show ever.
Yes.
I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly.
Yes.
It was definitely a moment in life, you know.
They need to bring. Did they try to bring it back? But it wasn't quite.
It wasn't. Yeah. You know, once you do it right,
Yeah.
it's hard to like redo it.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Like you don't remake I Love Lucy, you know.
Right. What you gonna do
So
with that?
it was that era.
Okay,
You know? And
okay.
it was also Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah.
So I am basically, a lot of these people are in my house
Wow.
because my father was like the man.
Yes.
You know, so you want anything, go see Cosmo.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would wake up and there was all these people in my house, like the kids from Fame and Danny Terrio. Remember Dance Fever?
Yeah.
So all these people in my house. So it was no accident that I couldn't go to school because I couldn't even like go to sleep.
Wow.
We were up for days.
Yes.
Honestly,
Yes.
it was a great time in my life.
Yeah.
But it also was kind of very sad. You know what I mean? Because some of us partied till the wheels fell off, and that's what happened. Like, you know, Gene Anthony Ray passed away. You know, and it was good when it was good.
Yeah.
But some of us didn't know when to stop.
Yeah.
So I was one of those I couldn't stop. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's how I met Donato. Yeah, I asked him to be my sponsor. He has like a big AA meeting in his yard.
Recovery.
So that was good. But anyway, so
So you're here. You're in California now. You're in Los Angeles.
So I didn't go to beauty school because my father was spoiling me. I thought I was Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
I was by the pool, tan, gorgeous, little G-string. I look like Wham. What was his name?
Oh, I remember Wham.
George Michael.
I look like George Michael.
Yeah.
Don't forget the hot boyfriend.
But I look like his sister. Okay, so that was it. So I couldn't go to beauty school, and my father didn't care because we were just partying. It was one big party.
Yeah.
Long story short, my father had a massive heart attack. This is when everything declined. So we had to move from like the glorious Encino, where we had this beautiful condo. Well, we had to move to LA to like Cochrane and Wilshire.
Okay.
So,
Major change.
Major change. So Cosmo's got to go to work now.
Yeah.
So it's already 10 years I'm not working because Daddy's taking care of me, and I'm Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yes.
By the pool.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to go to work. So I go to Melrose.
Okay.
Because I remember going to Melrose, and it was like the Village in New York.
Okay.
And my father took me there when we first moved here, and he goes, "I'm going to buy you an outfit. And you're going to be fabulous." You know what I mean? So he took me to Melrose because he's like, where am I going to take this kid? You know, I can't take him in my restaurant around all my mafia friends. Let me take him to Melrose. And when I went to Melrose, I knew there was a home there. I was like, oh my God, like all this fashion. It would remind me of 8th Street in New York City.
Okay.
And the shopping was amazing,
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And I experienced like what you experienced.
Yeah. Like, oh my
I
God,
walked
I'm in
up the stop,
Disneyland. Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
these queens are dressing me.
Yes.
And I was like, okay. So I started working in a clothing store.
Okay.
Right. So, and then I'm working there. And then once in a while you get a celebrity here, you get a celebrity there, you know? And before you know it, I started just selling clothes, you know? And then I said, I found a sewing lady.
Okay.
And I said, I want to design my own stuff.
Okay.
You know? So what happened was I started making clothes for the store. Now, I didn't go to school to learn how to sew.
But this was something.
But I had a concept. You know, I knew how to draw it on paper, and I would have my lady bring it to life.
Yes.
So before you know it, I'm making clothes for like NSYNC, Usher.
Wow.
You know, everybody. It was great. It was like, you know, Do you remember they sing that song? I swear.
Yeah. I'm the moon
And
and
the star and the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first people I did clothes for.
Wow.
Yeah. Jamie, it was called All for One.
And then did you style for their video? Did you?
I did the video.
Uh-huh.
I did them car wash tuxedos for the Miss America pageant.
Yes.
I mean, I was like blowing up. I was on the cover of LA Times,
Hey.
girl. I was hitting. I was
Yeah.
taking LA by storm,
Yes.
girl. And, having the time of my life.
And this all comes from needing to get a job and walking on Melrose, and it just it adopted you.
And getting sober.
And getting sober.
That was the
And Michelle Pfeiffer.
And
Michelle Pfeiffer. I had to put her away. Yes.
So Donato, when did you come to California?
Well, so after that summer that I had spent with my father, I guess every week I would tell my mom, I'm moving to California.
I'm moving to California.
I'm moving to California.
Yes.
That wasn't the summer. It was when we were like 7 that my parents, stepdad and mother, took us to California to the beach. And there was this blonde cousin of ours, and she was on the beach, blonde hair, California, palm trees, and I was like, oh, I think I don't need to be in Colorado anymore.
Yeah, this is what I need to do.
And this is at the age of 7, you know what I mean? Like, So when I first did that, and my mother said I never stopped talking about California. She said I would tell her all the time, when I turned 18, I'm moving to California. Well, at 21, I moved to California.
Yes.
But I went to spend a year in art school in Colorado, Fort Lauderdale first. So I got to go do the whole Miami scene when South Beach was first being renovated.
Yeah.
And, like Gianni Versace was walking around down there, and like it was Madonna hanging out at the Semper Room, and like I was modeling at the time.
Yeah.
And it was like I was 22, the height of my life.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Friggin' incredible. And like just being around all that fashion and all that beautiful stuff. And then I went out drinking one night. I was with this girlfriend of mine. And we got really drunk. I had just bought a car the day before, actually.
Okay.
I went to one of those like 30% interest car places because I had no credit and no money.
Yeah, I know about those.
We bought this car, and then we were out drinking one night and like one of the Miami clubs, and we went back home. And in the middle of the night, we said, "Hey, let's move to Los Angeles." So I took the car back to the lot, put a note on it, said, "Sorry, gotta go."
Yeah.
and we just we moved to Los Angeles with $300 in our pocket, and we're just gonna make this work. It was either New York or LA, and I was sick of the cold weather.
Right. So that'll make you come. That'll make you come to Cali.
So yeah, we just headed to California, came here, and I was doing fashion photography and modeling at the time.
Wow.
And but I always had planned on coming to California.
That was beautiful. We had Jackie Basco on last Sunday, and her story is a little similar where she moved to Nevada, moved to Vegas with $300 in her pocket. And I think she was like 21.
Yeah.
What's this $300 in your 20s thing? It's magic or something.
Here's the crazy thing. That's all we had was $300, and we were in a Toyota. You know what I mean? So we're like, we can always stay in the Toyota if we need to.
That's what they say.
We pull up right near Melrose. It was actually 2 blocks away from Melrose.
Wow.
And this woman, this East Indian woman was standing on the street, and she's like, "Are you guys looking for an apartment?" And we're like, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, I have a room for rent for $300.
Oh my God.
And we were like, bingo.
Ding, ding, ding.
So we moved right in there like, immediately. It was like the craziest thing.
Blessing.
It was like the universe said, come on.
Come on.
If you've got like it in your heart,
Yes.
the universe will provide.
Yeah, you put that energy out there and it reciprocates.
And it certainly did. And
Yeah.
it's never stopped providing.
That's right.
That's the great news.
That's
know
the
what
good
I mean?
news.
And it just keeps getting better and more fourth dimensional. Like on levels you can't
Yes.
even possibly imagine.
Can't even
So-
explain. It's like, this is really happening to me. I feel like I'm in Disneyland. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. I concur. I relate. We want to continue celebrating you guys here. So we put together a little homage to Cosmo and Donato. And let's show that, Tony.
So will you please get out my way? no more. I ain't never coming back. I got my bags all packed, trunk in the back, so you ain't gotta ask. I ain't never coming back no more. That's that. Better face facts. It's a wrap. I ain't never coming back. I got my bags all packed, trunk in the back, so you ain't gotta ask. I ain't never coming back no more. Better face facts. It's a wrap. I ain't never coming back. So take me a suitcase, looked around me a new place. Why you say I pick up the bags? Now you got a little breeze back. I got a suitcase. I got a suitcase. I got a suitcase. Not another night there. I got a suitcase. I got a suitcase. 'Cause I ain't never coming back no. 'Cause I ain't never coming back no more. I ain't never coming back.
Wow, that's so cool.
It's more. Yeah.
Where'd you find all that?
Girl, are you that type of girl? You're that type of girl. Are you that type of girl? You're that type of girl. Are you that type of girl? You're that type of girl. Are you that type of girl? You're that type of girl. Are you that type of girl? You're that type of girl. Are you that type of girl? And he said yes. He said you're my.
That is so amazing. Wow.
Yes, salute
That's
to
crazy.
you.
All that footage. Wow.
That brought a little tear, girl.
It did.
That was very nice.
I'm so glad you guys liked it. That was our celebration to you. We're celebrating you today. So I heard you guys say AA and rehab. So that means the whiskey is not something we can do.
Actually, we're supposed to be saying recovery. And yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
well. So we usually
You would
celebrate.
have to look me up in the yellow pages. Where is she?
Okay, well, we'll raise our water, but I do want to have my husband talk about this whiskey. So every month we do a new bottle of whiskey. My husband picks it out and he talks all about it. I'm not really a whiskey drinker. I'm like a red wine girl. However, he drinks whiskey with his cigars. So he introduces me to new whiskeys because I'm like, well, I want to taste it. You know, just being a girl, like I want to see what you're drinking. So we decided to use whiskey for the show.
It definitely gets the job done faster.
Yes.
But also, I just want to say, like with the recovery thing, how it works is that since we can't do one, you have to do two each.
Oh my God!
Just so
Oh my God! I can barely get through one.
It's just appropriate, you know.
So tell us about is it Yame?
Yes, it's Yame, and it's a 10-year Japanese whiskey, so it's a lot like Scotch. Japanese, they make their whiskey a lot like Scotch is made. This one is called 8 Goddesses, and it's, as I said, aged for 10 years.
All right, 8 Goddesses. Salute. Okay, so I want to propose a toast to you all. You can do it with water.
Do the water.
Salute.
Thank you guys for more than 30 years of service in the glam industry. We love it. We don't know what we would do without it, especially people like me. When I find jewels like you, I want to celebrate you. So thank you guys for being here, and thank you for all that you do.
Thank you
That's so
so
beautiful.
much.
Thank you for that beautiful tribute too. It's beautiful.
I'm fine.
All right. Hit it. One for us. One for the glam squad.
Now, can we talk about your husband's voice?
They always told him he should be in radio.
Like, seriously, my God, that's amazing.
Can we talk about him, period?
Yeah, exactly. Can the camera swing over there? Like, really, have they gotten a good look? Seriously.
Yeah, he likes being behind the scenes. So I want to continue to get into your story. I know that you guys styled for Clarissa Shields. I want to read a little bit about her. And can you show those pictures while we read a little bit about her? She's in custom designed ring attire for Cosmo by Cosmo and Donato. Clarissa Shields, undefeated midweight world champ. 9-0. What does that mean?
She had 9 wins, 0 losses.
Okay, 9 wins, 0 losses, and then 2K. What's that? KO.
Technical knockouts.
Technical knockouts.
Like, we know about boxing now. Like, we didn't know anything about it a few
Before it
years
was
ago.
Barbie, now we can tell
But
you.
now I love boxing. So.
And Shields became a 3-division champion on breaking records to become the fastest female fighter in boxing. And you guys styled her. Hold up on that next video. I want to talk about Clarissa before we get to the next
We just got a
champion.
call from Clarissa the day before yesterday, actually. And she's getting ready to fight again.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
in
you guys are
October.
going to...
She's asked us to put together, so
We're
we
gonna
just
put her
put together
together.
sketches right now.
Okay. So how did you guys come about styling for a boxer? Like, how does that happen?
Well, before the boxer thing, we were doing like the performance people
Okay.
and all the rappers.
Okay.
You know, and Nicki Minaj over here,
Yes.
this one over Offset over there.
Yes.
You know, because the store is so specialty, you know. So we basically do like their CD covers and their, their Instagrams and what
I
have
think
you.
didn't Nikki wore the captain the jewel
captain's hat.
captain's
Yeah,
hat?
she wore that at the Grammys.
Yes, she
She
did.
accepted her awards in that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
she
We were very
did.
happy about that.
And I'm coming too. I'm gonna have my captain's hat too. I'm coming too. I love Nikki though. I love Nikki.
Well,
I
she
love
also
the
went
queen.
to a Versace party in Italy.
Oh,
and
yeah?
she had to wear Versace. And she goes, "Oh, I'm wearing Cosmo."
Hey.
So she, wore our stuff. But like that whole Barbie look she was doing,
Yes.
we did a lot of that. the
That's
Barbie look.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
so it was great to
beautiful.
work with her. But Deontay Wilder.
We're gonna get to him.
Okay.
Clarissa though.
That's how we got Clarissa.
Yes. Oh, you
Yeah,
got
it was
her.
through there. Yeah.
It was
It
him,
was a
then her.
referral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Deontay's wife, Telly, she's absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
She was on the show Wags. and
Okay,
She
I remember.
is stunning.
Yes.
So she came in my store, and that's how it all happened.
Yeah.
So we did to her what we did to you. Yeah.
They
So
get
the
you
next-
every time.
But
Warning.
wait, there's when she came in the store, she's like, "Oh, do you guys do masks?" She saw one of the masks that we did. She goes, "You guys do masks?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we do." She goes, "Oh, my husband's a boxer, and he likes to wear a mask into the ring."
Yes.
So I'm like, "Oh, cool. Can you show us a picture?" You know, like so. We don't know anything about boxing. Okay.
Okay,
We
okay.
don't know anything about boxing, but she shows us a picture of the mask, and we're like, "Oh no, no, we have to do this mask for you.
Yes.
We can do so much." But it was kind of. I'm not being rude, but it was a little like, Party City
Party
a little
City.
bit,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
New Orleans, like
Yeah, yeah.
costume
Yeah,
shop,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah. Like, we're like, no, no,
And
no,
we're
no.
like, let us do something for you. So she asked him. So turns out he's the heavyweight champion of the world, right? So like the first boxer you work with, right to the top.
Yes.
Right to the top. And
But that's your story. Every time you walk into a situation, you
Right to the
become the
top.
successor of all things great. Like
both
that's-
of us.
That's a prayer that I pray. That's what I meditate on. I want to walk into any situation and become the successor of all things great. And it's like it works for you guys.
Yeah, well, who would have thunk that? You know what I mean? Like, so basically, when we did the mask for him,
Okay.
we said, you should let us do a whole look for you.
Yes.
So we did the mask, the crown, we did the outfit, the ponchos with the feathers. The first time he walked into the ring, the internet blew up, and they were talking about what he was wearing.
It's so dope. Let's let the people see it. Let's can you show that
I think
that
this
clip?
video you're watching was the last fight we just did with. Oh, this is the whole thing. Okay,
Yeah.
that's got all the outfits in there.
Where's the sound to that? There we
Oh, wow.
Say it best. I'm sorry, boxing world. I had to do it too. Ain't nobody doing it like the champ. Baddest man on the planet. The hardest hitting fighter in boxing history. Period.
Yeah, what he said.
Ram Squad, baby. Yeah. And the bronze bomber.
Yeah. Crazy.
Congratulations, you all.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So
Tell me about the journey of that. That's just, to me, that sounds really exciting. I mean, it's normal that a Nicki Minaj and a Beyonce is going to walk into your boutique, but a whole boxer,
We didn't realize it was going to go it was like, it was a journey. It was amazing, and thank God Donato is my partner, and he's just as passionate as I am.
Yes.
Because you got to hit the iron while it's hot. You know what I mean? And sometimes clients, they come and go, how you doing, or whatever. But something told us we really clicked with Telly.
There's magic.
It was like there was magic there.
Okay.
And then she kept on coming in that whole week. We became friendly, doing photo shoots with her.
Yes.
Like she did not. That's something about the store. It like sucks you in, and you don't want to leave.
You don't want to leave.
Yeah.
I had to go. That's the only reason I left. I had to.
The best
like, tourists come in, they're like, "This is better than Universal Studios. I want to hang out with you, Cosmo." And
you guys are so sweet, and you make us feel like queens.
It's a portal of creative fashion too, and also the shoppers that come in there.
Okay.
Their artistry and the artistry of the designers, that are all represented in that store. It really does physically draw you into the store.
Yeah.
Like you could be driving by and something pulls you.
Yes.
And it's all of that creative energy in one spot.
Yes.
It's pretty powerful.
Yes.
So, but with Telly.
Yes.
So we were able to that first outfit, and they had a great response from it. And then he asked us to do his next outfit, and we knew that this was our opportunity because he gave us pretty much design leeway to do whatever we wanted to do with him. We could present him with whatever we wanted to.
Right.
So we just wanted to keep raising the bar. We wanted people talking about this in the boxing world. We wanted to change fashion in the boxing world. Here we have, we couldn't have done this with anybody else. Deontay was the man. The Bronze Bomber was the man who could wear this and pull it off.
And pull it off.
Because not anybody could walk through the ring wearing these costumes.
No.
And serve the fashion the way he did and make the world fall in love with him.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. He looks like a god on there.
He'll tell you he goes by Bronze Bomber. So we got to learn this, right? We were tell her the story about Vegas.
There's definitely two.
Okay.
There's Deontay Wilder.
Okay.
And then there's the Bronze Bomber.
He's real.
They're definitely two different people.
Okay, do tell.
So we know Deontay.
Right.
Deontay's loving, Cosmo, Donato, hug, whatever.
Spiritual, all of it.
Spiritual, strong, but funny, and and you know him forever. But then there's this Bronze Bomber that I didn't know they had in the hotel room. So I woke up there, and basically it was kind of revealed, and it's very intimidating.
The day of the fight, he's a
The
different.
day of the fight is a totally different person. Because the day before he's meditating, you know, and he's got this warrior god thing going on, you know.
Yeah.
But the first few fights before, it was kind of it was easygoing, and it was it was cool, you know. But the last fight, I should just jump to the last fight, right?
Yeah, well, just
I'm here for it all, though.
The change of the energy from the first, when the day before versus the fight day. You walk in there and you want to get out as soon as possible. No, because he is in zone, and there is a laser dedication. Somebody's gonna die that day.
Somebody's gonna die.
Right?
Savage.
Somebody's gonna die that day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Cosmo, we got to get out of here.
The tension was so thick, you could cut it with a knife.
At the fight.
Even before the day before,
okay.
Because when he actually, you just feel it in the hotel room.
Okay,
you see the Bronze Bomber.
Yeah,
it's
you see him come. Yeah,
thing, you know, it's he's possessed by this Bronze Bomber.
By the Bronze Bomber,
It was very intimidating.
Yes.
You know, and we were around it for a while. You know, and actually they were like, you have to bring the outfit to the locker room. So basically, I'm all dressed up, girl. I'm in Vegas. I'm let's just drop the outfit off. Right. I want to go party.
Right.
I got my little seats. We're going to watch the fight. I was like Mob Wives, okay? But it wasn't that. It was we were stuck in the locker room with this tension. You know what I mean? And I'm like, how the fuck do I get out of here? Because it was it was amazing at one point, okay? But at the same time, there was that, you could cut it with a knife. There was that thick tension.
So everyone around him was tiptoeing and
a lot of yes men.
Yep.
You know, I'm like the Queen of Melrose. What am I doing over here next to who's that interviewer? You know, and it was just like, wow.
But how great to be in that room also.
Yeah.
Like right before he's going to go out. And, you know, this last fight that he did when we did the whole black outfit, which there is a secret about that outfit that we haven't told anybody.
Okay.
And,
Tony, can you see if you find that black outfit? I didn't see
it's
it.
actually the first video you showed, the black outfit that he did on Black History Month, just the last fight in February.
Okay.
Yeah. And when we actually, because that outfit had a lot to it, you know, we actually had to go into his locker room and dress him 10 minutes before he walks out into the ring. You know, and it was probably one of the most amazing things I've ever experienced. To be, I mean, you always wonder what it's like in the locker room. You know what I mean? And we get to be in there. And we get to like put this outfit on him that he's about to walk out during Black History Month. You know, Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, walking by all these great icons. You know, in the Black community. And then at the end of it, he's going to appear in this beautiful costume that we had the opportunity to create,
to design,
you know, and then so as we're like finishing to dress him, the whole entourage begins to move out of the locker room. So of course, you know, we just need to make sure that this little secret that we haven't told anybody yet is going to happen when we get out of there. And so we end up walking with the entourage, and then all of a sudden they just push us to keep going. So we're actually walking out into the arena.
Yes.
With the entourage. I'm like, Cosmo's looking at me. He's like, what are they going to say when they see these two queens running behind us?
Right. I was like, you know, all I wanted to do was put him in the outfit, accolades, good luck with your fight, and go hit it.
And you was going to go party.
The next thing you know,
Little
we're
did you
like
know.
walking in with the fighter, these two queens, and then we come out, you don't hear Deontay, you hear, Fury, and I'm like, we're going to get killed. I'm like, oh my God, it was so scary for me. It was amazing. In the beginning, it was all, you know, but it wasn't. It just ended up like, oh my God, we have to get out of here, you know? So it was like that movie, The Truman Show. Like, we just were put in there. Like, Weekend at Bernie's. Like, here we are. Like, so, here we are walking behind him.
Did y'all try to, like, buck up? Y'all try to look tough, too?
I was like,
You know, I had my little video vixen look on, girl. Yeah. I was about to give a few twerks.
Cosmo was definitely, like, doing some hair flips.
I was going to say, was you flipping hair?
Yeah. But it was crazy, though.
It was pretty amazing.
So, actually, the fights before, there was an opportunity of a lifetime.
Yes.
It was so much fun. It was very light.
Yes.
But there's a lot more involved in the world of design, you know, because you have to actually get involved with your client.
Yes.
So, how they're feeling, you know, and it's like, I felt like responsible for making him feel good. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
Somebody's got to make him feel good, because the last fight, like, it was all good, but the last fight, it was just so much tension because of the Fury.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you go to Vegas, you see Fury. So I'm like, you ever think that Deontay might lose?
Right.
You know?
Oh, because all the energy is towards Fury.
It was Fury. And I didn't expect that.
And also, if he wins this last fight in February, if he would have won that fight, he would have become the best boxer, surpassing Muhammad Ali.
Oh, my God.
Boxer of all time. So there was a lot of pressure on this particular fight. Yeah. It was incredible.
But, you know, it also got in his head. And I never saw him like that.
Yeah.
Because it was always lighthearted. And, you know, I'm going to kick his ass and that's it. We're going to move on. You're going to make me another.
Once you understand energy, like, you know, it can be a mind fuck, if you will. Like, if you don't, if you think you have it all together, as long as you focus on your goals, that's what you're telling yourself, as long as you focus on your goals. But, I mean, it can be very intimidating for a whole arena, you know, with their energy all focused on another.
It might have just been the area that we were walking through in where we heard that too, because Deontay had a lot of fans there as well. Like, there were a lot of fans for him as well. So it was just one of those things. Every time we did an outfit for Deontay that we were honored with this opportunity, the internet would explode the next day. They were putting him in memes. Like the first leather one that we did for him was the day before Game of Thrones season finale.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So,
I want to talk
so
about
they
your
were
Game
taking
of Thrones.
Deontay's outfit and putting him like calling him iced out Thanos, like all of this really cool stuff, and he was just becoming this he's already a superhero.
Right.
But we were just giving the fashion to the superhero. You know what I mean? We took him from a mask and took him into these great moments, and we just kept elevating each moment to each moment to this last one where we had done. So the secret is, and we have not told anybody this.
We're going to hear it on 2020 Vision. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we haven't told anybody this, but as he was to walk out after Black History Month, he was supposed to come to the end of the walkway into the arena.
Okay.
There were to be fog machines there.
Okay.
But somehow the arena didn't do it properly.
Yeah.
And even after we had checked on 3 separate occasions.
We went over it with them, the whole staff.
Yeah.
We're like, listen, when Deontay steps out,
there has to be fog
you have to close the light. There has to be fog machines facing Deontay so you can really get the essence of the way the costume should have been.
Yes.
And we walk out. Okay, everything kind of went wrong. And then the fog machines would face the opposite direction.
Oh, God.
They were like this.
Instead of them dimming the lights got brighter.
Oh, my God.
So
he never walked through the fog, right? But had he walked through the fog, we had built lasers into the costume, into the crown.
Wow.
He would have been 100 feet tall in the arena.
Oh, my God.
And there were lasers built into the arms, and this entire moment was to be brought to life at that one moment.
You can show her.
Yeah.
We could probably give her a
We'll give you a little
glimpse
peek.
of it.
Nobody's seen it, but I was so proud of the work we've done.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Can I have it when I walk on stage?
Yeah, we have it. Yes, girl.
Can I have
Honestly,
that?
that's the most fun work we do is when we get an opportunity to really sit and work with someone and understand them and create a moment that is just specifically for them.
It sounds beautiful.
And it's always, we have to outdo what we did. How do you outdo?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How you outdo yourself?
Like, how does Beyonce outdo herself?
Every time.
I was in the same situation. I was like, let's see, what would Beyonce do?
Right.
And
I'm like, what would Mariah Carey do? You know what I mean?
He is like, that's why it's meant for me and Donato. Like, I'm glad we became partners because he's just as creative and passionate, and he's that, that missing link that I need to go to the next level because he's just as passionate as I am.
Right.
You're yin and yang.
And,
unbelievable.
So, so that's
beautiful.
It blew my mind,
That's beautiful.
But we'll show you. Nobody's seen this.
I
we'll
can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, 2020 Vision gets you perks. If y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Did we have any chatters so far? People asking questions or saying things? Somebody. Okay, I'll read that in a second. You had a beautiful story about Beyonce that you told me when I first walked in the store, Cosmo. You had a picture of you and her on the wall.
Yes.
You had a really beautiful story about her. Can you tell us that story, please?
Yes, that was the best, First of all, a girl comes in, she's really beautiful, and I seen her teeth were gorgeous. This was before, everybody's getting their teeth.
Before the hype, yeah.
And I just saw, the beauty. I said, something's happening. And so she's buying all these clothes. I'm like, who are you? I know you're somebody. She goes, I'm Solange.
Okay.
I'm Beyonce's sister.
Oh.
And I went, what?
Mm-hmm.
She goes, and I'm bringing Beyonce in here tomorrow.
Yes.
She goes, and the girls.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, and we're going to go shopping.
Yes.
So I was like, what? Beyonce?
Like, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. And I was such a fan. Oh, my God. And I still am.
Yeah.
So she didn't come the next day. So what happened was I'm in the store one day, and my employee comes up to me and goes, Beyonce's here. She asked for you, Cosmo.
Okay.
And I see Beyonce walking to me.
Did she float?
I'm a starstruck, but I almost fell off the chair. I'm like, oh my God, that's Beyonce. So anyway, she says, I'm doing a cover of an Ebony magazine. She was the sweetest thing.
Yes.
Yes. But girl, jeans, t-shirt, plastic earrings, hair not did. So it was like you felt so comfortable.
Talking to her. Yeah.
But still very beautiful.
Yes.
And she's like, I'm doing a layout for the cover of Ebony magazine. My mother usually makes my stuff.
Okay.
But I would love for you to do something. You have something for me.
Yes.
So I was like, do I? Oh my God, yes. So I took her in. I made her try on like all these clothes, like we did to you.
Yes, yes.
I'm still doing that.
Yes.
I'm never too big for that.
Never too big to do it.
I love dressing a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
And others and trannies and everything.
Yes.
But, you know, so anyway, long story short, we decided on a top she was going to wear for the Ebony magazine.
Okay.
Shoot. And then her mother, Tina Knowles, came the next day. Like, who's this queen of Melrose?
Dressing
my daughter.
Right.
Like, I make her clothes. But then as soon as she met me, it was like love at first sight. We were just laughing and carrying on and having a great time and everything. And that was like the first year I opened up my own business on Melrose.
Oh.
And I got to say, Beyonce kept me open. She helped me.
Wow.
She helped me out that first year.
Wow.
She was shopping and shopping and shopping, you know, that whole year.
That's beautiful.
Amazing. I mean, it was just like, wow. So I have that picture on my dressing
yes.
that I showed you.
Yes.
Me and Beyonce.
Yes.
I think it was like 15, maybe 20 years ago. And,
that's beautiful.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was amazing.
See, the celebrities give back.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, especially when we connect with someone that understands us and can help bring out the beauty and help bring out our art and talent.
Yeah.
But that's an important point, though, too. And I think a lot of people are losing sight of that in these days where there's a lot of online shopping going.
I can't stand it.
You know, the boutique, you know, to keep a boutique alive and well in this environment is a difficult thing. It's a real hustle out there. So, like, support your local boutiques. You know, support, like, new young designers. And that's something I want to shout out to Cosmo. That's one of the things he's done in the store from the very beginning is he would find a new young designer and he would see the talent, or as he calls it, the sugar. He's like, that one has the sugar, you know. And then he basically would go and work with that designer and help develop them, and then actually like put their items in the store and sell them for them. So it's really a pretty cool thing that you've done that. Like, you've been teaching the whole time, even as you were, you know, sharing your fashion and your love for fashion. And your gift with the world, you're also helping these young designers, and there's a beautiful thing to that, because then we get to give back to the rest of the world what our gifts are.
What your gifts are.
You know?
Yeah.
And it does take an engine, and you are that.
Oh.
So it's a beautiful thing.
Salute to you, Cosmo.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
You're such a
much.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
I want to switch gears just a little bit. I want to talk about the Black Lives Matter movement. And I noticed that you guys are very, very giving, very open, very honest, very sweet, very endearing. And social issues, I know it's near and dear to your heart. I know you take it very serious, and you leave no stone unturned with it. So first I want to ask you, how did the Black Lives Matter movement affect your boutiques, if it affected it at all? How did it affect it during the time where the I don't like calling them riots, because I don't know if there was actually rioting going on, but at least the marching and the protesting, and then obviously there were some looters. So how did that whole movement affect your store, if it did at all?
It was really devastating. Mm-hmm. It was devastating because I've been on Melrose for many years.
Okay.
I went through a depression.
Yes.
And I went through a lot of things on Melrose.
Okay.
But that night of the protest was like the worst thing.
Okay.
Like, Melrose got hit, and a lot of, on my block where my store is,
Okay.
They burnt down like 6 stores.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And it's funny how the insurance companies figure out a way not to be responsible.
Oh, they got out of it? The insurance
because it's like, it's considered a terrorist.
Some of them, if you didn't have the clause of active terrorism.
What?
Yeah, so
they would classify that as active terrorism. So
That's crazy.
If for the boutiques that didn't have that clause,
yes,
there was a possibility they might not. There's a lot of attorneys are going after them, saying, "Wait a second,
no,
here,
like,
you
yeah,
know?
you
but
guys."
Basically, they're not covered.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
You know, thoroughly.
Yeah.
So a lot of my friends that have stores for 50 years are not working right now because their stores are being rebuilt.
Okay. Okay.
And basically, it was like a lot of chaos on the street that night. And I was watching it on the news, and I was like, they're right near my store.
Yes.
And I was just praying.
Yes.
And I have 2 stores, and either side of the street. And thank God they didn't touch my stores.
Right. Right.
You know?
Right.
But Melrose was a mess.
Yeah.
It was a mess. It was burnt down. It was they looted everything.
Oh my God.
So it's not even like a Black Lives Matter thing.
No.
It's like these bad kids.
We're just out there.
And it wasn't only black,
Yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
a little bit of everybody.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can get my freebie now.
That's what I heard too. I heard a lot of people of different ethnicities was out there like, well, shoot, I'm broke, I'm poor, I don't have anything. Now I can get what it is that I want. And they were getting Rolexes. I'm like, what are you guys gonna do with the Rolex? What does this have to do with the movement at all? So
no, it was just it was just greed and like their chance to like break a window and destroy your store and take whatever that looked valuable to them.
And destroying people's lives.
And I think it's really important to talk about the protests themselves,
Mm-hmm.
which were one of the most powerful things I have seen in a very long time.
Yes.
To see the entire world wake up.
That's right.
Reawaken in some situations, because this fight has been going on for a long time.
Yeah, for decades.
For whatever reason, it reached a boiling point in this moment at this time for good reason, because this election is the most important election that we will ever
have.
If you care about democracy, vote, because you won't have it after November 3rd if you do not, or if this person who shall remain unnamed wins.
Yes.
You know, we will not have it again. But those protests are part of it. They united us.
Yes.
And it's really sad that we had to see these professionals go in and take this protest, hijack this protest.
Yes.
For their own personal
For their
gain.
own purpose. Yeah. Yeah.
And harm these good businesses and black businesses, white businesses, Asian, every business.
Every
out
business.
there,
Yeah.
And harm them and take away from this powerful message at this time in this world.
Right.
So we all need to be upset at that and
Yes.
against that and
Yes.
hold them responsible.
Yes.
Because this message needs to continue to go on.
Right.
And it's like we have, we did an entire window based on Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, I have that. I'm going to show that.
Oh,
in
you
a
do?
second.
Yeah. We actually, Cosmo and I felt so inspired. We went out and did a jacket that was that, and Cosmo did a dress as well.
Yes.
So we wanted to do a whole moment because, politics is fashion. Fashion
Yes.
is politics.
Yes.
And it's It's about a message. And we have a lot of our artists that get up on the Grammy stage.
Yes.
And we want to make sure. You saw. I think you did the video of the Obama jacket.
Yes,
and
yes.
the change jacket. That
Yes.
was one of the jackets we really wanted to do.
It's beautiful too. Yeah.
And it was like all blinged out Obama change
Yes.
jacket. Like, come on, bring it back. Bring it back, right?
No, people are needing it.
Yeah.
They're here for it.
We need hope.
We need hope. Let's show some of their pictures from from the boutique. I want to show some of their pieces, and if you guys know these pieces, talk to me about them as they.
That's the Obama.
That's the
change.
Obama change.
Yeah.
It's
all
really
about
nice.
courage and heart and change, and mink.
And this piece.
That's the Deontay mask.
Oh, they're going kind of
So we
fast.
changed it a little bit for the store.
Okay, they're going. I'm sorry, everything is
That's
going
okay.
kind of fast.
That's right. That's our everyday fashion.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how you go to Ralph's in LA.
Yes. Pause
That's
that.
our square hoodie.
Yeah.
Pause that for a second. Uh-oh. Get it back. There we go. Okay, you said it's your square hoodie?
Yeah, that's basically like from our new boxing collection, which we'll be revealing this fall as we do Clarissa, and we're working on some new ideas for Deontay as well for his trilogy fight, which is coming up in February. What are you going to do after that happens? How are you going to come back?
Pick your outfit up at the store, please. I am not getting stuck.
Yeah. But so we basically, because every boxer now knows who we are, and boxing is a fashion now. So we created an entire collection that is on this boxing collection that happens to be one of the pieces right there. But you can literally layer that over other stuff, grab your coffee, run to Starbucks, or grab some coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah, it's dope.
It's really easy. It's got a big slouchy hood.
Yeah, it's like streets to red carpet.
Exactly. Casual couture.
Yeah.
So what do we have next? What's that one? That's the cloak.
Yeah, that's the plaid. I usually do the plaid in the fall. I love tartan. It's kind of, there's a kilt involved, and there's that black duster coat, which comes in black, white, and plaid. And then we change it around a lot.
Specialty fabrics, vegan leather. We can do it all sorts.
It's just something that never goes out of style for me. And when people try it on, they just report my credit card stolen. I need this in my life. Like, who doesn't need a cape?
We don't have to pay rent this month. Come
Right.
on, fashion is so much more important.
That's how I was at the store. I'm like, okay, now what can I skip out on? It's like, and you told Prince, you said, I'll give her a discount. I was like, I'm an independent artist and I pay for all. You said, I'll give her a discount.
No, you were so lovely, though. You really were. And then you put it down. You bought
You sure did.
You donated to my sex change.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Yes,
And then you bring us on your show.
Yes.
Well, so, like, it's fantastic.
I was not playing.
Yeah.
And this is unisex too, right? This
Yes.
Cloak?
This
Okay.
is unisex.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys do a lot of unisex pieces, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. We do a lot of. We have a line that's completely unisex.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that dress, there's actually a matching men's outfit that goes with that, which is one of the square hoodies in the same fabric with the drop crotch short.
Ooh.
So you and yours can go walking out and look just style as hell, you know.
Yes.
So, yeah.
It's beautiful. What we have
That's
next?
the J-Lo dress that she inspired me. She was wearing something like that, and I was like, "Oh my god, that dress!" So we brought it to life.
Yes.
And this is our cotton dress. This goes very casual. You know, we have it belted with a kimono belt. This dress it's like a three-way dress. It does like a hood.
Grace Jones.
And
Grace
then it
Jones.
goes like off the shoulder.
Ooh.
It does a few different things.
Yes.
But it does really well for us. And you could wear that from with a high heel to a red carpet.
Yes.
Or you could just wear it with combat boots to go to Ralph's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes you can throw.
I love Ralph's.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you can see.
You can throw some jeans with that too. You know,
Yeah.
some high boots, and then you go.
Ooh.
That's more Gelson's than Whole Foods. Yeah. This one.
Erewhon.
You would go to Whole Foods with that one?
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be an exciting time. It would be an exciting time at Whole Foods.
This is our like Coachella dress.
Yeah?
This is the one that Nicole Kidman actually bought from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Did I
my
tell you the Nicole Kidman story?
No, do
okay,
tell.
real quick. So this lady comes in my store and it's you ever see that movie with Frances McDermott? Fargo.
Henry, you saw it, right? No? I know of the movie. I don't think I watched
I
it.
know I'm an old queen. Tonight you're gonna be watching a lot of movies. That you Trust me, I haven't.
I remember Fargo, but I don't think I actually watched it, but I do remember it.
So she's the lady who taught her how to do the Minnesota accent. When they say Minnesota, yeah. So she comes in and she goes, "Listen, my best friend is Nicole Kidman.
Okay.
And her kids were in here the other day, and they could have their birthday party all over the world.
Wow.
But guess what? We're having it in your store.
Oh.
Money's no object. You can't say no to me. And here's the date, and this is what we're gonna do."
What?
And I loved her.
Right.
I was like,
Yes.
it was like talking to me. Oh my God. So anyway, long story short, we planned this party. So there's 15-year-old girls, okay? But basically we did hair and makeup in the store.
Yes.
Now, you know I have a stripper pole.
Yes,
in the store,
yes, I do.
So it was so funny that night. So I forgot about it. My employees are getting it together, and I'm home with my boo. And all of a sudden I get a phone call. She goes, "Cosmo, it's FaceTime." She goes, I'm like, "Nicole Kidman." She goes, "Where are you? You're not at the, you need to be at your store and at my daughter's party." I'm like, "Oh my God, I forgot." So I run to the store. Okay. These 15-year-old girls in a Beverly Hills high school, Catholic high school or whatever,
Right.
private school, are on the poles and dancing and twerking like 25-year-old hookers. So there was a gang of them. So they were having a ball, you know. And of course, I came in and Keith Urban was there, and he had my counter full of clothes. He goes, "I love your clothes. I'm going to buy everything."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh my God, you made my day."
Yes.
So anyway, I made that dress with Nicole Kidman in mind, didn't I?
Yes.
Sure did. You actually said that.
And then when I'm in there, she's trying on headpieces. Oh, she's like you. She's Barbie.
Yes.
She couldn't stop. I need this in my life. Oh my God, I need this. So
when she first got there, before she had picked out anything,
I see her go up to that dress.
Yes.
she walks
She
up.
goes, "I love this
It's a
dress."
beautiful
I'm
dress.
like, "You're not going to believe this, but I made this dress with you in mind." And
Oh
here you
my
are.
God.
Those fourth dimensional moments again.
Yes, there you go.
So she's
In
in
the
the
fourth
dressing
dimension
room.
is powerful.
Trying on clothes and everything. The kids are twerking, and I think one is turning tricks in the bathroom. I don't know.
Whatever.
It was like, what's going on over here? Yeah. So it was a good time.
It was
But,
everything.
just talk about diversity in the store.
Okay.
Because we have Nicole Kidman that day, right?
Yes.
Well, the next day we have this customer come in and she's doing a red carpet, and she's going to the AVN Awards.
The porn award.
And she's receiving an award. She's
Absolutely gorgeous. Like you think she was like Raquel Welch when she like beautiful. I had no idea she was a porno star. So I said, really? She goes, oh yes, I'm getting an award. I'm like, for what? She goes, triple anal. And I'm like,
I didn't even know that was possible. Number one, okay, like how does all three people get into that little like?
so she,
triple?
I'm like, why triple? She goes, look. And I'm like, there she is with tears in her eyes.
She got tears?
Tears, makeup. There's like 3 guys. You know what I mean?
God.
She's like sweating. Like,
Yes,
I'm like, oh
of
my
course
God,
she's sweating.
You poor thing.
Yeah.
You know?
And they're going to give her an award for
Anyway,
it.
so we had to dress her.
Did
for
she
the
make a
porno
lot of money?
awards.
Did you ask her about the money in that? Like,
Oh yeah, she got. I don't think you make the money in the porn.
It's all the other
you
stuff.
make them in the sugar daddies, like
Okay.
And now with OnlyFans and
Yeah, yeah,
everything
yeah.
else and private meetings
Yes.
and all the stuff
Yes,
that you
yes.
do with it, you
But
know.
she
so.
must have had a good one because she was so beautiful.
Okay.
Oh my God. So
Wow.
beautiful. And she spent a lot of money. So,
So
yeah.
so
I mean, like, you know, like my store is like Studio 54.
Yes,
You know, you come in,
yes.
there's music blasting.
Yes.
Erica Badu didn't want to leave. I told you
Yes,
about her,
yes,
right?
yes.
She was twerking around my pole, and then she did a debt drop right there. And I have it on
Did
film.
she?
Oh,
Yes.
girl. You want to see?
I wish you would have sent that to me. Yes, I want to see.
Okay, well, we could do part 2 now.
Okay, yes, let's
Because
do
we're doing the
part
fighters. This could be a
2.
weekly thing. Let's do it, girl.
Fashion on Melrose,
yes.
baby.
It's like-
Fashion stories
it's like,
on Melrose.
Bye, Tasha K.
What'd you say?
Forward it to Tony.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's get it.
Let's,
So Erica
let's-
Badu
let's
comes
do,
in,
can you?
and I'm like,
you
that's
mind sending
Erica
it to-
Badu.
You mind sending it to Tony?
I love her.
And then I'll send him the little secret photo that we were talking
Okay,
about.
if
so
you
that
don't mind sending that to Tony, we can put it up there.
Okay.
Right, Tony's email.
Tony, what's your email? Tony
Let's
Sweet.
try not to say it on the air.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Too sweet.
I'm sorry.
so
I done lost my mind. I'm on air. I'm live. Okay.
so basically we go from
This is another magical story, okay? So here's Erica. She's saying I look like her mother. I'm like, I look like your mother. Why do I look like... Then she sent me a picture of her mother. Look at her mother. How hot she is.
Wow.
I'm like, I do look like your mother.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So here I go.
I want to show the people that. While we're getting that together, what's the do we have another outfit, another piece? Yeah. Oh, okay. No, that's the website. That's what I wanted to show the people. The actual website.
That's some more dramatic stuff, like for Burning Man.
Okay, just go back. I'm sorry, Tony. Go back all the way to the dress, and then press play from there. And I just want the people
that's also
to see the
Tokyo,
website.
who is like a amazing hip hop rap artist too.
Okay.
Like he's absolutely kind of blowing up right now.
That was Tokyo. That was
That was Tokyo.
Yes. Now, did you guys style for the Game of Thrones? Is that what I read?
No, we have very like a lot of the energy we're doing for Deontay was coming out very much that.
From there.
Oh, you got it. Okay, you got the email. Okay. So I was like, okay, I couldn't find it, but I said I was going to ask.
It was probably because of that fight that we did right at the season finale of Game of Thrones, and all the memes and everything were related to Game of Thrones and Deontay.
Okay.
That's probably where it came from.
Okay.
So.
But the Game of Thrones, the work in there was so inspiring. Their costuming and their crowns and the couture dresses, amazing. So that was very inspiring for us in Deontay's fight. Yeah.
Yes. Did we show the there was a picture of their front window with the Black Lives Matters jacket. Yeah, it's there. So we showed the homage, we showed the Glam Scott boutique show pics and website. And then there was there was 2 different ones, and then the third one. The third one, because I actually wanted the people to see the Black Lives Matter showpiece. It was in their showroom, but it was in the front window.
Finally.
Right.
Okay. It should have been a part of a video. What didn't we show? There should have been 3 different videos. So what didn't we show? Meanwhile, I'll take chatters. What do we have? What are the chatters saying to us now? So, by the way, again, you guys, the call-in number is 646-378-0355. Press 1 to be heard, to let us know that you want to chat or ask any questions, any stories that you want to hear, anything you want to ask Cosmo and Donato. And if you just want to chat with us because you're shy to call in, then I will read your chats online. Keith Richardson, or Richardson's Keith. So his name on Facebook is Richardson Keith, but I always want to say Keith Richardson. I don't know if he did that to just trip us up. But anyway, he said extremely talented you are.
Oh, thank you, Keith. Thank you.
And Olive Green, earlier, he said that was faith in God and prayer in power. So it's applicable to any part of your story, because it is. It was prayer and power. So that's the chats that we have so far. Who's monitoring YouTube for the chats? No YouTube today? I'm sure they're talking on YouTube. We just don't have them. Thank you guys on Instagram for chiming in. Cypress, Gary, Car Stuff. Who else? Oh, Cypress said, damn, triple anal. Mr. Jam Jones, shout out to you. Ungrad.
Sorry, I always forget that.
UNG Radio. I don't know why I say ungrad. UNG Radio.
That's the best.
It's us. Yeah.
E. Robinson. Thank you all. Thank you guys, Fatima. Thank you guys for all chiming in and getting on here with us. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, triple anal. You got it? Okay. It's Erykah Badu, huh? This is a treat.
Yeah. Well, actually, Erica and Cosmo have a fur line coming out.
We have a collab.
Together.
Oh, my God.
A collab coming out together.
Coming out.
You guys are the gift that just keep on giving.
You know, it's like the store. It's a miracle. It's like, honestly, it's a porthole for like fashion and relationships. And she came in that day as she was twerking, and she did the death drop around the pole in the store. Everybody was like, "Erica, your flight." She goes, "I don't care." She's like, "I don't care. I'm staying with Cosmo."
She was like, "I want that. I want that.
Yes.
I want that. I want that. I want
Yes.
that." We were just like, boom, and
Yes.
put it all together.
Yes.
So she was like particularly fond about all the fur coats. So
did you see that white fur coat with the silver or the blinged out shoulder straps that Prince put on me that day?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It was gorgeous. And then with the white boots.
Oh, girl. Oh,
Gorgeous,
we got some
right?
more for you, honey.
Yes.
Where are those pictures? We need to be looking at
Wait,
those pictures
yes,
in
you
here.
should put
Seriously,
posted your
Amira.
Just
photos.
because it's not about me today.
Yes, it is.
But you have to post them when we do the photo shoot.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's
Yeah,
exactly what we're
yeah,
doing.
yeah.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, you tell them we're going to do that photo shoot together. We
Yes.
get to do it cool.
Yes. And I was going to ask y'all what day this week.
Okay. She's like, let's get into that.
What day this week? You got the Erykah Badu queued up. Okay, I want to see this.
Bring it in, 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 yeah. She got the pole, yeah. What? No, she didn't. No.
I love Erykah. Our birthdays are like 3 days apart.
Yeah.
Mine's is February 23rd. Hers is February 25th.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Pisces.
But she had so much fun. She didn't want to leave. I think she missed her flight, honestly.
Oh.
And then she goes, I said, well, she goes, can I get your private number? And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
So we're just kikiing and having a good time, dancing to my old disco music, because I'm a disco queen. And so anyway, she laughed by, gave her a hug, like I know her for years,
Yes.
like we did with
Yes.
you.
Yes.
And the next day I get a phone call, and she goes, "Hi, Cosmo, it's Erykah." She goes, she got a text. She goes, "What do you think of me and you collabing on a fur coat collection?" I'm like, "What? Oh my God, pinch me right now."
Right.
So she loved the fur coats.
Yes.
She wants to do a brand called Cosmo and Erykah.
Yes.
And so we got busy and we did it.
Yes.
Yeah. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's under like a lot of
Coming out.
Contracts and
a
stuff.
lot of contracts.
Yeah, but I get it all. I get all the
We
news.
just don't talk about the details, but it's coming out.
Okay.
Let's
So
just
she
say
came
that.
out with her incense. She has a very strong following.
Right.
So she came out with her incense called Stinky Panties.
No,
I know
it's
that.
actually Stinky. Another name.
Oh, you can say it on here.
It's Stinky Pussy.
Yes. Yes.
Stinky
yes.
Pussy.
Yes.
It's
yes.
Stinky Pussy. Yeah. I wasn't sure if.
But
you
how
were
does it smell?
I Yeah, that's a good question.
Let's just say, let's just say that it sold out in 9 minutes.
Yeah.
What? So a lot of
sold
people
out
like stinky
9
pussies. I get
World
it.
in 9 minutes.
I get it.
Listen, camel toes came back, stinky
Yeah.
pussy. It's
Yeah.
all like there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here we go.
You ever watched? Have you guys ever watched Orange Is the New Black?
Oh, love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember the episode where they started making because they had to make panties, right? And so they started letting the girls wear them in the jail.
Yeah, that's right.
And then they were mailing them off. They had a little side hustle where they were mailing them off to men.
That's a thing, actually.
That like to smell worn panties.
It's a thing.
It's
That's
a thing. It's a fetish.
It's a thing, for sure.
Well,
So maybe it did smell like stinky pussy.
And we actually brought you some today.
Stop.
We're gonna
We
do
will love you for you tomorrow.
yes, and we're gonna do some vision scents today. Okay, vision scents. You know, hey, we can do a whole outfit on this. Seriously, let's get going.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. So she came out with the incense.
So yeah, she came out with the incense, and then we just, we went to her website, and we're like, oh my, this is a real, and so now she's obsessed with selling fur coats.
Okay.
So we designed them together, everything approved. Met with her a few times, got to know her. She's amazing. Erica Badu.
Yes.
And they're going to be launched pretty soon.
Yeah.
We didn't find out a date, but I would definitely keep you posted.
Please,
Yeah,
please.
Yeah.
because
I would
of
love
COVID.
to. I would love to celebrate it on the show.
Yeah.
So when
I'm
it
sure-
launches,
I'm
let me
sure
know.
she
We
would
definitely
love
will.
that.
Yeah.
I'm sure she would love
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So and all that happens out of that little glam squad on Melrose,
So for all of the aspiring designers, as well as people that just want to understand how to get into fashion, and if someone wanted to actually create a fashion line with you all, how does that work? Like to me, that's foreign. It's like I love it. I want to model it. I want to wear it, but I don't know the business behind it. If you was to give someone advice, what is the business process behind getting your own line or even collaborating with people such as yourself?
Well, there's a lot to it.
Okay.
There's a lot of different ways you can go.
Okay.
I really stress that you guys go to school
Okay.
and learn design.
Go to school, learn design.
Yes, but fortunately, a lot of people don't do that. In my store, I give a lot of people opportunity. Like there's a lot of people in LA and actually across the world,
Okay.
in Germany, that are very talented people.
Okay.
Who make these amazing pieces of garment.
Okay.
And they actually want they need a window and a store.
Okay.
To sell it out of. So usually they come in and they're like, could I, sell my stuff in your store? So I look it over,
Yes, yes.
and I see if it's like worthy, because my store is so specialty. It's like a museum.
Yeah, it is.
So there is a criteria you have to meet.
Okay.
But there's a lot of amazing people out there. So I also, not only do I sell Cosmo and Donano, I also give them an opportunity in the store
Yes.
to sell their fashion
Yes.
or their headpieces.
Yes.
But just get to it. Like, if you're feeling artistic,
Yes.
like if you're feeling artistic and you have a gift, really it's all about going downtown, and honestly, you can even like get that glue gun and get those stones and start, making fashion or whatever you want,
Okay.
And yeah, there's definitely a customer for the artist's most amazing things, So I don't know. What would you say about?
Yeah, no, I think obviously if you can get into school, that's a great way
Yes.
to educate yourself and learn all of the techniques and practicality and all the merchandising and everything that comes with it, because there's a lot to it, but not every designer has that opportunity.
Right.
And if it's in your blood, start making something.
Start
Get
making
some scissors
something.
out.
Yes.
Get a needle and some thread. Like we have YouTube today. Like back in our day, we had encyclopedias. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We had to
yeah.
go every time we want to learn something. I had to go over to a bookshelf and learn it. In your phone, like you have more than most libraries do with your phone now. So you
Yes.
can just get on. You can teach yourself on YouTube how to sew, how to stitch. Like I started Cosmo actually gave me my start in the fashion industry.
Wow.
We were with, and I do want to say one thing real quick.
Okay.
I want to shout out to all of our employees.
Yes. Yes.
I want to shout out to Crystal and Prince and
Yes.
Telly and
Yes.
Jay, and we are so grateful to have
Yes.
that team, because we have the best stylist team
Yeah.
in town.
Yes.
And we do everything red carpet, music video, everything, and they're right there to support us and all
they're
that
right
we
there.
do.
Yeah.
But also the designers, you know, we have like Galera and Punk Couture and Lillian Threads and go on and on. Like we have all of these amazing designers that Cosmo's represented from early on, and now we do together. And that's what makes the store so special.
Yes.
And I just want to shout them all out.
Yes,
You know, if I
yes.
didn't say your name, of course, you know we love you, and
Yes.
we're so grateful to have you in our shop.
Shout out to you, Glam Squad.
Yeah.
I want to send a special shout out to Prince again. Like he was an angel to me, and he helped me with this piece here, and a lot of other pieces, but I just couldn't wear them on the show, y'all. But he helped me with this. Oh.
That's actually,
That's a Cosmo Donato like custom
beautiful.
piece.
Yes,
Yeah.
custom. Yes, I love this piece.
Yeah.
I could just wear this piece with heels if I
That's it.
boots if I could get a.
That's all. That's it.
Like, it's so beautiful.
Just that and some vajazzling. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like there you go.
Stunning.
Yes, darling. Yes, custom for the
But
song.
I think you were drawn to that piece, weren't you?
Yeah, I
You
was.
were. I think you went up to it first.
Yeah, I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God. But Prince was such an angel. You know, he may have to come out to the video shoot and make sure everybody know what they're doing.
For sure.
So, but I do want to send a special shout out to him. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, and I was just saying, like, you know, basically you can, I was with Cosmo one day and we were like in his shop, and this is when I was doing some, like, you know, I was actually sponsoring him at the time, and this designer's like, oh, I'm not going to do hats anymore. So Cosmo looks at me and he's like, well, you should do some hats, you know? So I just got some crystals and some hats, and I started putting them together. Well, the moment I made one, like, boom, instantly I did the gas masks. Justin Bieber, you know, like turned into...
Lady Gaga.
Yeah, like Madonna's people were contacting about it.
Yes.
It was like this instant thing, you know what I mean? But like, so you just, like, if you have it in your blood, go make something.
Go do it.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
create.
if it's not right, fix it.
Yes.
You know, and then remake it, and then make something else, and then make something else, and then, like, you know, if you've got people around your neighborhood who are sewers or other people, go work with them and say, hey, how can I do this? How can I do this better? And just find your way through. Just start doing it.
Yes.
Just start doing it, because I have this belief system that whatever gifts that I possess don't belong to me, right? That they work through me.
That's right.
And that it's my responsibility to make sure that they're received in the universe in the most powerful and
That's
big way
right.
possible, aka Deontay Wilder.
Yes,
Right?
yes,
Like, you know what I mean?
yes.
Like, we got to put it out there.
Yes, for
Now,
sure.
I just want, like, one last thing about that. We were sitting there together at that fight, you remember, and, you know, we're LGBTQI, you know what I mean? So, like, we've had like, it was rough growing up
Yes.
in a heterosexual
Yes,
world.
yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And I just remember sitting in that in that arena and watching him walk out and thinking of my young self, thinking like, wow, who did that?
Oh my God.
And the thought is like, we did that.
Yeah, we did that.
And my little self said to my big self, you're fucking amazing.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Good
Like,
job, you know?
Hell, damn, how did you guys, how did you guys do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like, it was like an out of body experience to
Yeah.
be sitting in that moment and
Yeah.
being like, because I didn't squander the precious gifts.
That's right. That's right.
that I
Don't
just
squander your gifts.
Thank you for asking me to make something that
Yeah.
day. Thank you for inviting me into your world.
Yes.
You know, that you had created before I got there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So like that we can do that, and then anybody that we can help, we're there to help.
That's right.
You know, we want to give back in any way we can. You know.
And I see that. I see that in all of you all. That's how I felt coming into the store. You know, I knew I couldn't leave. When I got out the car, I was walking up the street, and I was like, obviously it caught my eye. I didn't know where I was going. I just knew that I was going to Vegas, and I needed, you know, some pieces for an additional photo shoot. And we've already done a lot of the photos for the album and for the album rollout, right? We haven't done photos for the video yet, and we wanted some additional social media photos just to get people excited about the actual rollout. And I was like, well, I'm on my own today, you know, and I'm just going to have to figure it out. And like within maybe 5 seconds of getting out my car, I was, you know, I saw the store and I saw you, and you just appeared out of nowhere. And the next, I didn't even see where you came from. I just know that you were like there. You were like, go in there, you're going to love it. And I walked in, and it was just like, oh, and then Prince came floating from out of the back, you know, and like we kind of cased each other. He went around. He was, looking at me from the other side, and I'm peeking around the clothes, looking at him, and he was like, "Try these on." I was like, "Okay," It was beautiful, and then all of you all just came.
It was so fun.
Yeah, you guys just came from everywhere.
We didn't have to twist your arm, girl.
Yeah,
all right,
she
I'm
was
trying
right there
this on
for
now.
I
But
loved
then you
it.
played your music in the store, and
Yeah.
that's what it's about.
Yeah,
It's like, forming a relationship with the person, like forever.
Yes. Yes.
Like from Beyonce to on down.
Yes.
And it's like these people, like, I saw Usher the other day in the car. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, Usher! He goes, is that you, Cosmo? I'm like, congratulations on your residency in Vegas.
Yes. Congratulations, Usher.
Right?
That's well deserved. Long time. That's well deserved.
Oh, he would come in all the time.
Yeah.
And I did some outfits for him and his dancers, and it was so good to see him the other day.
Yeah.
I was just checking out the car because he has this, what's that car? That new car? Tesla.
Okay.
But the color was like.
Yeah, my husband wants one of those.
The color was sick. And it was like real sporty. I'd never seen a Tesla like this. And I'm checking out the car, me and my husband, and I'm in my little Range Rover, and I'm like, Usher! Oh my God. He goes, Cosmo! And I said, you better come and see me some outfits. He goes, you best believe. And this was like years ago when I met Usher. I think he was married to Chili.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That was a while ago. Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But we have these relationships that we're, girlfriend, we're going to be friends
Forever.
Okay.
Forever. And I'm going to hold y'all to it. Forever. Well, we have a caller that's been waiting to speak to you guys. We have a caller by the name of Aziz. And one of the networks that we broadcast on is called Drip the Mic Network. And it mainly features poets and spoken word artists. But anyway, his name is Aziz, and he's the CEO of the network. And he's been waiting patiently to speak to you guys. Nice. Aziz, are you there?
Yes, I am absolutely here. This conversation, wow. I mean, this interview is so entertaining because it's so unpredictable. I mean, we're going from boxing to prison panties. This interview is absolutely incredible, but it's entertaining, very entertaining.
Can we turn them up some? Okay.
Welcome.
Are you there, Aziz?
How about now? Is that better?
Yeah. We turned you up on both
here.
ends. Okay.
Welcome to Melrose, Aziz.
Well, man. Well, listen, it is definitely an honor to have two great people such as yourself on the network and get a chance to do this interview. I just want to let you know that your work is incredible. It is amazing, like otherworldly, and just some of the stuff that you do, I've seen here. And I'll be honest, I didn't know that you guys were the ones that were behind some of the amazing outfits I saw, especially with respect to Deontay Wilder. I'm a huge boxing fan. But my question to you is, do you have anything that sticks out, any stories that sticks out to you specifically as it pertains to Clarissa Shields and working with her?
We do have one. When we first met Clarissa, because Deontay's wife, Telly, brought Clarissa in. And we met her.
Okay.
Yeah. And very muscular, like, very, Angela Bassett and Tina Turner, It's like,
Right.
So we actually were teaching her how to walk in heels.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So that was a moment because she was
wow.
so like, she really wanted to get in touch with her feminine side. That's why she came out with Beyonce's, what's that song? Who Won the World?
Yeah.
Girls.
Yeah.
Who Won the World?
Yeah.
So when she wore our outfit, it was actually choreographed. When she came out, you'd have to watch that fight.
It's a great moment.
So the clothes really brought her essence out, and I was so glad to see that. But when she was in the store, we teach her how to walk in heels, and now she's doing. She's twerking on. She's choreographing her ring walk. So it's so nice to see.
I mean, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but I was really wondering about this transformation that she has been done. I mean, I've been following her career since she turned pro, and there has been this amazing feminine transformation that she went through over her career since she's been having fights. I mean, I remember she did the new cover of Sports Illustrated. I was blown away by that one.
Well,
another thing that I don't think she's given credit for is I'm sorry?
No, I was going to say, wait till you see what's next.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, what she's coming out to.
No, but since I know her, it's 2 years now, and she definitely got more in touch with her feminine side, you know.
But, you know,
I mean, her philanthropy is amazing as well. I mean, she's from, you should know her. She's from Flint, Michigan.
Okay.
She does a lot of philanthropy in the area.
We're from Detroit originally.
She's definitely helping with the water crisis. She works with these two brothers. I can't think of their name right now, but she's helping with the Flint water crisis. So she does a lot of philanthropy in that area as well.
Oh, wow.
But, she's real big. I'm crazy about her, yes, absolutely.
Wow. Okay. She sounds cool.
Yeah, she's
cool.
amazing. She's
amazing.
amazing. A little intimidating too. You know, of
I
course.
can imagine.
Those boxes have that.
Imagine.
Yeah.
You be dressing them sort of like, you know.
Yeah. You're like,
They got reflex.
Just a little reflex movement right here, just in case.
Like I'm just reaching up by your head. That's all. I'm not.
Just in case, you know, because you never know. Bow like that.
Yeah.
Both me and Cosmo on the floor.
So there's definitely that intimidation, but to see her change, and I've actually got to witness that, you know, and all starting in the back of the store, walking in heels, and she actually loves fashion, like she loves culture, and she pop culture, and she's down to wear like the sexiest outfit, you know, and you know, if it's done well.
And you know, like something that needs to be said also is like, you know, how important this ring walk really is.
Okay.
You know, we just had an opportunity to do a documentary from this from Boxing Intellect.
Okay.
That's their Instagram handle at Boxing Intellect, and they came in and gave us, you know, did an interview with us on the ring walk and how important that is to boxers to send the message to their fans and to the world.
Okay.
You know, it could be from where they're from or what they believe in. And, you know, like there's this gladiator energy inside of Clarissa, and we wanted to really bring that forward for her as well.
Okay.
As you saw in the last outfit that we did.
Yeah.
And she came to us for this next fight, and there's a very powerful and important message in this moment that we're creating for her.
Yes.
And it's, you can tell it's very, very close to her heart.
Wow.
And it's very important for her to tell the world. So we're very excited to like reveal what that message is, you know, and those important ring walks. And they're actually, you know, this is a little toot of our own horn, but I have to say this because during that interview with Boxing Intellect, many people are calling Deontay's entry into the ring that time the greatest one in history.
Wow.
The greatest entrance into the ring in history.
Wow.
And that we get to be a part of that.
I was blown away by it.
It was absolutely amazing, you know.
When did you watch it, Aziz?
Oh, I watched it right here at home. I ordered the fight. Like I do every boxing match. Just like I ordered the Charlo twins fight this weekend.
Justin Bieber tweeted the entrance.
Yeah, Justin Bieber is such a big fan of Deontay that he actually tweeted the entrance.
You can see his feet in the TV, and he just tweets the entrance into the room. So I was like, it was pretty cool.
Right.
But you know, like
it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, at the fight it was great. It had a lot of opportunity. Like Sean Porter's people, when me and Donato were at the fight and we were leaving, we were being like swarmed by people. Like, you know, did you make the outfit?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like, and Sean Porter's people came in. The father, right? Yeah, and he goes,
"Wow, his father."
Yeah, and he goes, "Could you please make my son an outfit? You know, just better than that. You know, like." And I was like, "Yeah, we'd be honored. We can't do anything similar, but we could do something different."
Yes.
So
that reminds me. Do you remember I'm driving home Friday night from work. I would finish the day, and I get a tweet, and it's like, "Hey, this is Shaq." And I'm like,
"What?
Shaq? I don't know any Shaq."
you know Shaq.
I'm like, like I text back like, "I'm sorry, which Shaq?"
You know? And then he pops in a picture.
And there's a video of him in the mosh pit. You know what I mean?
Shaquille O'Neal.
He's DJ Diesel.
He's a
you know
DJ.
what I mean? Like, if you're from this generation, you don't know who Shaquille O'Neal is, but you know who DJ Diesel is, right?
Right.
And like,
I didn't know he's a DJ. I know Shaq.
So he's like, I want exactly what you made for Deontay. How much?
What?
And we're like, hey, why don't you let us make something really special for you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he wanted to he wanted to basically wear this at his one of his events. You know, he was doing this festival.
Yes.
and he wanted to like so we created this magnificent piece. It had like crocodile shoulder pieces to it. It had like crystal glass pieces and leather braid pieces all over it, but it was lit LED to the music. So as the whole thing, it was like Predator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was like Predator. And so and he walks in and he's like, how much does that weigh? Like the first thing out of his mouth.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
how much does that weigh? Like, no, it's gonna be fine for you.
Like he
trust
can't
me.
handle it. Come
I was
on.
like, please, you can wear me and Cosmo
Right.
with no problem
Okay.
whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like you can wear us both, no problem.
Right.
So that was pretty cool to be able to design for like Shaquille. And
Oh my
Oh,
God.
and then he flew us to Atlanta, and then we were on his show Shack Life. And,
Okay.
you know, and then I had no idea he was a DJ. I was expecting like 90s music,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
where we're from.
Yeah.
No, girl. It was a raver. It was very raver music.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
It's like mosh pit.
It
Right?
was
It's intense.
And they're all glow stick, and they're all like Shaq. I had no idea that was his audience.
Oh
No.
my God. You never
So
know.
it
And he's
blew
serious
me
about it.
away.
Yeah, no, he takes it really seriously too.
Yeah,
Yes,
he does.
he's amazing.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I mean, like seriously, what commercial is Shaq not in right now? I mean, he's on
Yeah,
every
when you think
commercial
about
in
it.
town. You know,
Yeah.
Icy Hot, The General. He's now like the new Papa John's pizza guy. Like he has the Shakaroni.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
So he plays the game like he played the game.
yeah, he's playing
he
the
refused
game.
refused to
Like,
lose.
Yeah, we love Shaquille.
But he's so good-hearted, and he
Yeah.
treated us like gold when we met him, and he put us in a hotel room.
Do you remember he's at Jimmy Kimmel when he took us over?
Oh,
to
we
Jimmy?
had to.
What?
This is
Oh my God! So
I want to know.
we had no idea that Shaq was going to be on Kimmel.
Okay.
So and it was hard to get in touch with him to try on his outfit we made him.
Okay.
Because he's so friggin' busy doing
Right.
all these commercials.
Right.
So we got a phone call. I'm in Kimmel right now. It's Shaq.
in the green room.
Bring my outfit
Now.
right now. So we have to carry this big
Ass
ass
outfit.
With
Right.
the mannequin.
that lights up, battery packs. So we run to Jimmy Kimmel.
Was the mannequin as tall as him?
Oh yeah, it was like a massive. I mean, it wasn't as big as Shaquille, but
But
it was immense.
height wise.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
But just the shoulders. Man.
Okay.
So-
But it was a strong mannequin
Okay.
to hold that up. It
Okay.
was really big. So so we go to Jimmy Kimmel. We set it up in the
in the
the
green
dressing
room.
room, the green room, and here it is. And then Shaq comes in, and he's like, what's up? I got to try my outfit on. We have video of that as well.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, and
are we
so
doing?
Shaq was like a kid.
I got all the footage on your phone.
Oh my God.
No wonder I couldn't find anything.
the joy on our faces.
Okay.
Because when Shaq put that on, actually he's basically in his underwear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's changing.
So you saw Shaq in his underwear.
Oh,
Yeah, basically.
Let's just take
We
a
have
moment for
pictures
that.
of that,
Let's
too.
just take a moment for that. Okay.
I'm like,
All right, I'm over it. Go ahead.
If you're a proportion, we're in trouble.
You don't have you have that? I'm just
No,
okay.
but then he says like he.
Sorry,
literally-
Shawnee. I know. Go ahead.
He's literally having like such a good time, and he's so awesome. He's like, he's talking to his like account. He's like, give them more money than than what it
He
costs.
gave
to
us
do
like
it.
a big, huge tip. He was so grateful.
Yeah, and then he's like, I'm gonna make both of you famous.
Yeah.
Oh
you know
my
what I mean?
God.
Like
You're
he
gonna
was
be on my
just
show,
such,
Shack Life.
Yeah.
such a cool guy. So then he brought us to bring on the show. We're like, oh, what episode are we gonna be on? And they're like, no, you're gonna be a part of the entire storyline.
Oh,
So, yeah.
that's beautiful.
But
You guys
just-
are so humble. You come on my little show.
Are you?
I didn't know y'all was on the Shaq show. I wish I
Girl,
should
the
have.
word's out. You are blowing up, girl. Okay.
Yes, I am that
girl.
thing, though. I can't. No, just play.
Yes. honey.
But no, I'm sorry. Go ahead, though.
No, so when he came out to Jimmy Kimmel, he's changing his clothes, getting out of his suit, and then he couldn't wait, and he put the outfit, the shoulder piece
It was
on.
crazy.
And then we're like, Shaq, it goes to music, and it blinks, and the lights go in and out. We really went all out. Donato's like a mastermind when it comes to all that.
Yes.
So anyway, he goes, put on the music. So we put on the music, and then you see Shaq dancing
Just like-
with the friggin' shoulder piece. Oh my God. And he was like, so happy.
Yes.
So the next thing we knew, we're on a plane to Atlanta. They're filming Shack Life. We're at his rave,
Okay.
which is amazing.
Okay.
And then he sends his camera crew to LA to film his sizzle reel. about the Queen of Melrose.
Yes, yes,
You know,
yes.
and Donato and what we do on Melrose. And so actually they're shopping a show right now.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So now I don't feel that bad. It's not out yet. Okay, that's why I couldn't find it. Because other than that, we would have had it up here.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Due to pandemic and everything.
Right,
So.
right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
you guys are on fire.
But those are just all these opportunities are amazing.
Yeah.
You know?
Get out and make something.
Yes. It's
Do
like the
something.
saying I always say this, keep creating, your very life depends on it.
Keep doing it.
If you can't see yourself even getting out of bed in the morning, you won't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to create that moment. Every moment for yourself, you have to create
It's
it.
so true.
Yeah.
It's really so true. It's like, just like get quiet and listen.
Yes.
And respond.
That's right. That's right. I always tell people after you're done praying, begging, asking, complaining, whatever you're doing when you're having that conversation with self, be quiet and listen.
Mm-hmm.
God actually talks back.
Yeah.
You'll get the answers. And it may not be what you think you're going to hear, but you'll know it's from spirit.
Yeah.
Because it's something that you didn't even know to tell yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
Absolutely.
it brings it back to memory. It allows you to remember yourself, become a member of your higher power again.
Yeah.
So it just reminds me
It
of that.
really is. I mean, like it looks glamorous and it's all this stuff, but it really is service.
Yes.
It
Which,
just-
servitude, the servant is the master. We think it's the other way around, but
Yeah.
the servant is actually the master. So it's servitude is everything. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like Shaq one day, but then there's another lady that comes in and she's like, my husband, I'm having a problem. He's cheating on me. I'm going to Miami, who's not a celebrity, and I'll dress her, spend just as much time as her, and she's leaving crying because a lot of people don't know how to style themselves.
Yes.
They really do not know.
Yeah.
So,
Or either we think we know, and then sometimes we look at old pictures like, what was I wearing?
But also people get stuck into what's comfortable for
Yes,
them. Like,
that's
so
true.
we have somebody walk through the store and they're like, no, it's not really my style. Like, hey, just for 1 second, let's play dress up.
Right.
Get another perspective on you. You know what I
Right,
mean? And
right.
then and they do that. That was such a beautiful moment that you were talking about because I remember her and I remember that she was literally crying because she said, I haven't felt this beautiful in a long time.
Oh, that's
And
sweet.
and it was like something you've done. That's just a beautiful thing. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. Fashion does change us.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
we get to
and I was like having a hard time. And
It's self-love.
And I was like, I'm still meant to do this.
Yes. Yeah.
And 30 years later, and
Here you
I'm
are.
just like, I've been blessed with 30 years,
Yes.
with the clothing store. 'Cause
That's right.
usually the time of a retail store is like 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
but ours just keeps on going to different directions.
Yeah,
and
it's
different-
exciting. You never know.
Different levels.
Yeah.
Different levels.
Like what's next?
Right.
Like
Everything.
what's next?
Amira, the songs just and all. Yeah, I'm just saying.
No,
Tours and
we actually had talked about that because after you've worked with Deontay in that fashion world, like what's next for you? You know what I mean? And we really had talked about like how about Super Bowl halftime show?
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so one of our customers, why am I forgetting his name all of a sudden? The D. Snyder.
Oh yes.
D. Snyder, Twisted Sister.
Okay,
Right? So
okay.
D. Snyder comes in the store, and then he was pushing on the internet big time about doing rock and roll for the halftime Super Show.
Yeah.
So I'm like, direct messaging, hey D, what's up? How's it going? You know what I mean? Like, because I would love to do that with Cosmo.
Ooh.
Like, if we had an opportunity to do
and
rock
all
and
the
roll.
lights, the LED lights,
And
that you
then
do?
create these rock and roll moments that
Yeah.
are just mind-boggling. So, hello, D. Snyder, if you're listening out here,
D.
and once
Snyder.
COVID is done and like the Super Bowl show,
Yes.
we're here. We're
Let's
ready
get it.
We're ready
Let's
for
get it going. We also believe on 2020 Vision. You say whatever it is that you want. You say it and you claim it, and so it is so. So say it one more time.
Cosmo
Say
and
it twice.
Donato
Yeah.
at the halftime Super Bowl show.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
it doesn't have to be this year, but it can be in the next 2 years.
That's right.
Maximum 3. Okay.
And so it is done.
Yes.
Even with Amira, hey, he threw that in there. He loves me. He loves me.
Yes, exactly.
Well, we came down to those last few minutes. See, y'all thought y'all couldn't do 2 hours. I already knew it. But
Yeah, I was like 2 hours. Sunday's my day off.
it was like, it's a deposition. I was like, wait till you could.
We were like,
Now-
who does it on Sunday?
Now I don't want to leave y'all. I want to stay.
Let's stay.
Well, Aziz asked me, could I come host one of his, because he had all week, and he asked me, can I come host one of his shows on Sunday? And at first I was like really afraid of the commitment because, the whole music thing and everything. But then I decided go hard or go home. And Sunday just turned out to be a great day to do the show.
Yeah.
I also do productions. And so when I was doing the productions, sometimes the best day, because you don't have to compete for Saturday. You don't have to compete for Friday. Thursday, it's a 50-50, Sunday is really untouched. People think about, going home or just brunch or relaxing. But I find if you give them entertainment earlier enough in the evening so they can still have the rest of the evening to chill, people actually like Sundays.
Yeah, for sure. Sunday's a great day.
It's an open day, It's a good day.
People are present on Sundays.
Yes.
In a different way.
What else you gonna
sure.
do? You know?
Exactly.
But before we go, I wanted to know how. Well, first of all, would like you guys. Can you do a quick rundown of some of your other services that one wouldn't think you have, like the studio services, the white label, just the different services that the Glam Squad, that Cosmo's Glam Squad offer that you can provide for the people.
You want to answer?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we do provide a lot.
Right. Just a few.
Yeah. Yeah. So we I now have a new photo studio. Because we have a second store.
Yes.
So it has a nice studio in the back.
Yes.
So we actually do Instagram photo shoots, whatever, like these little before and after, whatever for Instagram, red carpet.
Website.
I'm looking forward to shooting you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Yes.
Yes. And we're also big on the rental department now.
Okay.
So that's been really good for us.
Especially like this generation has a lot of recording artists and people out there doing stuff like really happening and moving. So we're able to offer services to them. We try to work with every budget that's out there because not everybody has Beyonce budgets.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But we try to find a way to work with everybody.
Okay.
And then of course custom pieces. Like we just had some. Actually, we had somebody come in. She was very stressed out. She was like totally stressed. This little she looked like an assistant, right? And she's like, "Do you guys have white fur jackets?" And we're like, "Yeah, we have this one." She goes, "Oh, it's not quite right. It needs to be bigger." And like so, blah blah blah. And so we asked her like, "Well, I said we can make it for you. Well, let's just make it." Turns out it's for Eddie Murphy in Dolomite, right?
Wow.
And it's done by the costume designer for Black Panther, Ruth Carter.
Wow.
So this is how it happened. So we're making custom pieces for Ruth Carter.
Wow.
And Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And that's really some of our favorite work to do is like to make those custom pieces. So whatever you need, if you need something, we can make it for you.
Okay.
We can create moments for you and memorable ones too.
Okay. So for an example, an artist that's shooting a music video would be able to maybe send you guys the treatment.
Absolutely.
And you guys create from that moment.
We could style the entire video.
Oh God.
The entire video.
Oh God.
And if there's not the pieces that we need there, we'll make them.
Wow. Wow.
So
that's amazing. Everyone hear that?
Truly a one-stop shop in that. We have makeup artists we're connected to, photographers, videographers. Like we have a bunch of connections in that area too. So
and it's kind of like a sliding scale. Like, I will charge you what I charge Beyonce. You know what I mean?
I understand.
So it's like, we actually just,
Yeah, and also, I wanted to just shout out also if there are young designers out there and you're talented and you need somewhere to be, we're looking for new designers to step in the shop. We want to support some new people in design. So if you can direct message us, if you've got some great designs, we'll invite you to come on in. We'll take a look at what you have. And hopefully we can represent you in our stores.
You mind saying that to the camera right quick so they hear you?
You say it.
Okay, yeah, I was stuttering. Okay. 2 hours.
By the way, you look gorgeous on camera, darling. Look at you.
Yeah, like
yes.
For yes, we welcome all new designers, LA designers in our store. If you feel that you're talented, just come on in, talk to me or Donato or Prince.
Yes.
And show us what you got.
And you can be anywhere around the world. We have designers in Germany and like all Deutschland, all over the place that send us pieces to be in the store.
Okay.
So anybody, like if you're looking for a new place in an LA shop and one of the top LA boutiques to be in, go ahead and direct message us and we would love to see your stuff and hopefully have a working relationship with you.
And what are the any last comments you want to leave for the people before we get off here? Anything.
Right now, Melrose, like you were saying before, it has changed a lot.
Okay.
From the riots and the fires and all that's from the demonstration a few weeks ago. So it's kind of like it's rough. There's no red carpet. There's no festivals, and there's no there's the
No
business
weddings,
kind of
no nothing.
Yeah, it's really a different animal right now. So we have a lot of time.
Okay.
Come
That's
shop,
good.
support.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So come shop and support, and yeah.
And where can they find you? Where can they reach you guys? Your handles as well as where your boutiques are located.
Best to direct message us on Instagram.
Okay.
That's where, a great way to connect with us is direct message us there. We also obviously have numbers listed there, but IG is where we get most of our messages.
Okay. And what's your IG handle?
So at Cosmo and Donato.
Okay.
And then we also have the second store, which is at Cosmo's Glam Squad.
Okay.
Cosmos with an S. So one of my closing thoughts, I would just like to remind everybody, please vote November 3rd.
Yes.
If you've never voted before, ask a friend how you do it.
Yes.
If you're from one of the swing states, talk to people in the swing states and vote. This is the most important thing that we've ever had to deal with in our entire lives. So many men and women have died and lost their lives to protect this Constitution.
Yes.
And all we have to do is get out and vote. And if you're going to do it by mail, please do it early. But it is the most important thing that we will ever have to do. And I'm 100% behind it. If you have any questions, you reach out to me. But please, shout this from the mountaintops. Vote November 3rd or before if you can. Vote like your life depends upon it, because it does.
Well, thank you, Cosmo and Donato, for coming here. We really appreciate it here on 2020 Vision. This has been a pleasure. I'm looking forward to a long working and beautiful relationship with you all. Yeah. It was definitely a blessing to have you guys here. So I want to thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you so much.
What a great show you have here.
Thank you.
Thank you for walking in that day.
Yeah, and I'm a walking in many more times. Well, my name is Amira the Songstress, and like always, the message today is filled with love, life, and light. Cosmo and Donato taught us and showed us about beauty, having beauty on the inside and focusing that beauty energy and displaying it to the world. And when you just give from the inside, from the purest part of you, which is your gift, just watch how the universe opens up to you and continues to bestow those blessings upon you. Whatever you put in is what you get out. And the beauty of that is you get it out, you get it back tenfold. My name is Amira the Songstress, and you can find me on Instagram at Amira the Songstress, YouTube at Amira the Songstress, Facebook at Amira the Songstress. And if you want to listen, you can go to Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, Tidal, wherever you like to listen to Amira the Songstress. And remember, stay focused.
No regrets, no regrets, no regrets. Let me fix my crown, baby. Like dominoes, yeah, it's going down. My feet off the ground, elevated. You feel my soul when you hear my sound. And I don't know why. Like a red light that don't ever change. And you should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next. No regrets, making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Riding high so you know I'm blessed. This is a reflex. I'm getting close. Don't take a second to second guess. Riding high so you know I'm blessed. No regrets, no regrets, no regrets. Ooh, I'm so tapped in, baby. Yeah, I'm turned on and tuned into that frequency. Bring love and light and healing in my energy. Hear a major difference in these minor melodies. And I don't know why you're familiar faces in strange places. They don't ever change. You should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close. I'm up next. No regrets. Making hits is a reflex. Oh yeah. I'm getting close. Don't take a second to second guess. Vibing high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah. I'm getting close. I'm up next. No regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close. Don't take a second to second guess. Vibing high so you know I'm blessed. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. Oh yeah. I'm built for this. Came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. Oh yeah. I'm getting close. I'm up next. No regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close. Don't take a second to second guess. Vibing high so you know I'm blessed. I'm getting close. I'm up next. No regrets. Making hits is a